Good evening, guys. Start na tayo. Yung topic natin ngayon sa Motivation Talks ay kung totoosin, maikli lang. Talagang sinadya kong iklian kasi baka kailanganin natin yung mahabang time dun sa card reading portion. Kasi all signs yung gagawin natin. So, susubukan ko kung kakayanin na all signs within 2 hours. Kasama yung Motivation Talks. So dito, makikita nyo, ginamitan ko na siya ng Microsoft Teams dun sa motivation natin. Nagsimula akong gumamit ng Microsoft Teams sa content siguro dun sa digital creator the other day. Tapos kanina, inulit ko ulit sa digital creator kaninang hapon. And then ito, first time kong ipapakita sa inyo na gamitin yung Microsoft Teams dito naman sa Motivation Talks. Kaya ko iniklian kasi may kasamang konting navigation to or simpleng demo kung ano yung mga pwede nyong magawa sa loob. Pero konti lang muna ipapakita ko kasi nga baka kulangin tayo sa time. Kaya yung nakikita nyo ngayon ay simple lang muna. Eto, may ginagawa ako ditong automation o yung automatic na pagta-type ng mga sentences. So, ipapakita ko yon sa mga susunod na araw. Aayusin ko muna kung paano ko gagawin yung demo na yon. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nun ay gumamit ako ng mga application o software technology para mapadali ko o mapagaan ko yung task na to. Kasi yung automation na yon, lumalabas na may assistant ka dun sa ginagawa mo. Kaya hindi lahat ng work na ginagawa o ng task na gagawin ko ay ako talaga yung gumagawa. Pwede ko siyang ipagawa sa application. So, yun ang ipapakita ko sa inyo para matulungan din kayo at magka-idea kayo na pwede pala yun. Kasi malaking tulong talaga yun eh. Makakatipid talaga ng time. Mas maaayos nyo pa yung sistema nyo. Actually, itong pinapakita ko sa inyo, ito na yung pwede kong maitulong sa inyo para magka-idea kayo sa pag-manage ng mga digital assets nyo o ng mga files nyo. Kasi nga, itong Microsoft Teams, ito na yung magsisilbing maleta nyo o briefcase na kung saan dito nyo ilalagay yung mga content nyo bilang mga digital creator. So, makikita niyan naka-organize sa kaliwang side yung mga iba't ibang channel o yung iba't ibang group o classification o yung iba't ibang pwede nyong paglagyan ng content niya. Depende kasi nga sa mapipili yung market o nung target audience. So, itong ginagawa nating motivation and card reading, pwede itong ma-enhance pa later on, pwedeng madagdagan ng iba. So, depende sa maiisip ko. Kaya, kumbaga, hindi lang tayo magpo-focus dito palagi. Pwede itong madagdagan ng iba pang content na pwede kong maisip pagka lumalabas na ako, pagka palagi na ako nasa labas. So, hinahanda ko lang hanggat nasa bahay pa ako. Para later on, talagang madami kong pwedeng ipakitang content sa inyo. Gusto ko lang kasi maging maayos talaga yung mga files, yung digital assets na makikita nyo. Para talagang mas maging malinaw, di ba? Kasi ang hirap maggawa ng content na sabog-sabog na hindi mo alam kung ano yung gusto mong mangyayari sa susunod, mga tipong ganon. Kaya ngayon pa lang pinapakita ko na sa inyo yung mga technology, mga software application na pwede nyong magamit. At yun nga, hopefully yung iba doon talagang mga libre pang matagalan. Pero ito, matagal ko nang ginagamit to, yung free edition yung ginagamit ko ever since na umalis ako sa company. So, eto na yon, na-download ko lang siya sa Android, sa Play Store, at saka yung sa desktop naman, may version din doon sa PC. So, ayan, dito, makikita nyo, ito na yung i-discuss ko sa inyo, maikli lang to. Hinighlight ko lang yung mga mahalagang information na pwede nyo makita. Or na, kumbaga, yung summarize information na i-discuss natin. So, para hindi ako mahirapan, hinighlight ko siya, nilagyan ko ng mga kulay. Kumbaga, isipin nyo na lang, katulad nung pagka nag-aaral tayo sa school, di ba? Nag-highlight tayo ng mga nare-review natin para talaga mas madali sa atin. So, ganun din dito sa application na to. Kaya makikita nyo to. Sasabihin ko sa inyo kung ano yung name ng application pagka dinemo ko na. Pero siguro yung iba sa inyo may idea na kung anong application to. So, ito, para hindi ako mahirapan sa pag-deliver nitong content na to sa inyo, nung motivation idea na to, ng talk na to. So, naglagay ako ng notes. So, ito yon, feed. Dito sa feed, makikita dito yung iba't ibang mga notes na naisulat ko na kahit dati pa. So, ito yung kanina. Yung ginawa ko. Kanina ko lang ginawa to. Kaya, kumbaga, ito yung summary nun. So, yan. Tapos, kung for example, dumating yung panahon na may ka-collaborate na ako or kayo, may iba kayong mga kasama na gagawa din ng content nyo, pwede kayo mag-converse or mag-communicate sa mga kasama nyo. Pwede nyo silang isama dito sa channel na to or kung gagawa kayo ng channel nyo, pwede yon. So, ayan, pwede kayo mag-chat doon sa loob, makikita nyo dito. So, ayan, ganyan ang itsura niya. So, simulan na natin. Dito sa topic na to, ang title niya ay Focus, Beliefs, and Language. Kasi may kinalaman to sa kung paano natin dinidil yung everyday na situation sa buhay natin. So, yun daw focus, sabi ni Tony Robbins, ay nakaka-apekto sa feelings natin. Dahil kung ano man daw yung pagtuunan natin ng pansin, kahit na sabihin na tama yun o mali, syempre sa simula, di ba, hindi pa naman posibleng hindi natin alam kung tama o mali yung information na yon. Pagka nag-focus tayo dun sa information na yon, so may natitrigger na feeling sa atin o may nagiging may reaction tayo doon. At nakaka-apekto yung reaction na yon o yung feeling na yon sa atin kung ano pa man yung sitwasyon na yon. So, halimbawa, example, ngayon, di ba, talagang sanay na yung mga majority ng tao sa mga social media. So, sa mga newsfeed, sa ibang mga napapanood, sa mga ibang nadidinig natin, nalalaman natin. So, nakaka-apekto talaga yung mga content na nakikita natin sa social media dun sa moods natin. Kumbaga, yun ang magsasabi kung ano yung magiging feeling natin sa maghapon. Minsan kasi 'di ba, pagkagising pa lang natin sa umaga, Facebook or social media agad yung inaatupag natin, yung mga gadgets agad natin. So kahit hindi muna kumain or kahit na nasa biyahe or may iba tayong ginagawa, from time to time sinisilip natin yung social media account natin, di ba? So ganun din yan. So depende kung ano yung makikita nating information doon sa social media, pwede siyang magdikta ng mood natin nung moment na yon o posibleng sa maghapon na yon. So malaking influence talaga ang social media doon sa mga sa pagkatao natin, sa pakikitungo natin sa ibang tao, sa kapwa. So doon daw sa pagbibigay natin ng attention doon, yun na yung nagbibigay sa atin ng feeling na pwedeng maging maganda, pwedeng pangit, depende dun sa kung ano yung tingin natin dun sa impormasyon na yon. Tapos, kahit na malaman natin yung totoong naganap or after natin ma-validate kung tama nga yung info na nakita natin, minsan, di ba, mahirap nating bawiin yung unang feeling natin na, kumbaga yung iba kasi natitrigger agad yung reaction nila, yung kung ano yung pananaw nila, di ba? May mga ganun minsan nagsasalita sila agad ng kung ano-ano. So, malaking bagay talaga yung kung ano yung binibigyan natin ng atensyon. Kaya nga yung iba, hindi sila bawa sa tingin nila, madali sila magagalit sa mga makikita nila o mababasa nila. Iniiwasan na lang nilang magbukas or mag-access ng social media accounts nila para hindi talaga maapektuhan. Kasi yung iba talaga nahihirapan na maka-get over or nahihirapan silang makipag-deal dun sa feelings nila sa tuwing may makikita sila na hindi maganda o hindi naaayon sa gusto nila. So, okay lang sana, 'di ba, kung feel good yung mga mababasa mo doon, lalo na yung mga sa news feed, 'di ba? Minsan yung iba magsasabi ng problema nila or mag-share ng mga ibang information na personal. So, may mga pagkakataon na minsan nadadala tayo o nadadala yung reaction natin. Kaya nga 'di ba, kumalat nga yung mga motivation quotes, yung mga hugot lines, mga ganon. So, yun din ang isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit ko sinimulan to. Kasi nga, napansin ko nga, yung mga tao, mahilig sa mga ganon na yung mga bagay na hindi mo masabi personal o actual dun sa isang tao, pinapadaan mo sa mga shared post, 'di ba? Sa mga reaction doon. So, kaya ko naisip din to na ito yung way ko para matulungan yung ibang tao na nangangailangan ng gano'n, ng makakausap, guidance. Dito man lang sa streamcast na to, makapagbigay ako ng dagdag na point of view or some advice indirectly dun kung sino man yung pwedeng makinabang. So, yun nga, sabi niya, mahirap nga daw talaga yung magpalit agad tayo ng feelings o mood dun sa isang sitwasyon na yun, di ba? For example, na-validate natin o napatunayan natin na mali pala yung iniisip natin dun sa nabasa natin sa social media. So, minsan ang hirap baguhin ng di ba? Kumbaga, nailabas mo na yung reaction mo So, nakakahiya na kumbaga out of pride na lang kung kakainin mo yung sinabi mo o yung naging reaction mo. So, yun daw yung isa sa mga unang problema ng ganong klaseng pagbibigay natin ng focus dun sa mga nakita natin. Kasi nga, minsan, sa umpisa, kahit na tama o mali yun, since hindi pa natin nababalidate, yun ang pinapaniwalaan natin, di ba? So, ang pangalawang problema daw ay yung sistema natin o yung pattern natin sa mga bagay na paulit-ulit na ganun. Halimbawa, may nabasa ka sa isang sitwasyon, tapos nauulit yon sa ibang sitwasyon na kumbaga nagiging part na ng mood mo palagi yun na yung, for example, yung pagiging negative thinker. Halimbawa, Monday, nakabasa ka ng hindi maganda. Pagdating ng Tuesday, may nabasa kang similar information, pero hindi naman 100% identical dun sa situation mo nung Monday. Minsan, nagiging bias ka na. Ganun na agad na iniisip mo, negative na. So, yun daw yung problema. Kumbaga, pag kami nakasanayan tayo na minsan kahit na mali yun, hindi na natin basta-basta nababago. So, sinasabi niya na yun nga, may malaki ang relasyon ng yung focus natin, yung paniniwala natin doon sa information na yon, tsaka yung mga language na lumalabas sa bibig natin o kung paano natin siya kino-communicate sa mga tao. Ang focus daw ay ang sikreto sa mga pagbabago. Halimbawa, kung may na-validate nga tayo na isang information, for example, nalaman natin fake news pala yon, hindi madali para sa ibang tao minsan na baguhin yung judgment niya o yung pananaw niya, 'di ba? Minsan nga kasi nakikakahiyaan na eh. Kumbaga, nailabas mo na yung ganong reaction mo. So, yun yung nangyayari doon, yun yung effect noon. Kaya halimbawa, challenge talaga pagka gano'n na hindi mo hindi natin hindi natin agad na nababawi, kumbaga hindi makabuelta agad. At yung mga reaction na yon, lalo pang natitrigger yon, halimbawa dun sa mga salita o dun sa mga language na nanggagaling sa atin. So mahalaga na talagang ma-manage natin yung mga sarili natin para yung mga language na lalabas sa bibig natin talagang mga positive o yung mga good vibes. Kaya nga sa social media, 'di ba, hindi advisable yung maglalabas ka ng mga negative vibes na ano, kasi nakakasira talaga ng ng mood ng iba yung pagka nababasa nila yun. Kaya iba sinasabing ay toxic naman to kasi ang puro negative yung mga pinopost, mga gano'n, mga sineshare. So, iniiwasan natin yon na meron tayong ma-encounter na gano'n. Kasi talagang nakaka-apekto yon yung mga negative vibes na pagka nabasa ng iba o nadinig ng iba, iisipin talaga nila, ayoko nang magbasa nito or minumute or ano ba tawag yun, hinahide yung feed na yon, di ba? Minsan ganun eh, pagka hindi mo gusto yung mga laging pinopost ng tao na yon, so minimute mo na lang or iniiwasan mo na lang makipag-interact sa kanya. So ako dati, kung iisipin ko tong sa kinalaman ng language dito sa moods tsaka sa focus tsaka sa paniniwala, kasi nung maliit ako, nakasanayan ko palagi yung, ewan ko, hindi ko alam, basta tumanim sa isip ko yung pagka may hindi ako alam na isang bagay, tumanim sa isip ko yung word na research. Yung palagi, yun ang palaging unang pumapasok sa isip ko pagka may gusto akong pag-aralan. Kaya siguro naging mahilig akong magbasa. Kasi mahilig talaga akong magbasa, lalo na dati. Sobrang hilig ko. Sa tingin ko, doon nahasa yung English skills ko sa pagbabasa. Yung mga bagay na hindi ko ma-express minsan, na-express ko siya sa pagsusulat, mga ganon. May mga pagkakataon na ganon. And then, nagkaroon din ako ng experience na mag-join sa mga school paper. Yun, naging editor ako, naging associate editor ako. So, kumbaga, malaking tulong sa akin yon na yung mga yung communication skills ay talagang nahasa dahil nga mahilig akong magbasa or kaya kong kaya kong magbasa ng matagal, ganon. Pero nung kahit na kaya kong magbasa ng matagal, hindi ako agad nagsalamin. Actually, a few years ago lang ako nagsimulang magsuot ng salamin, ng eyeglass. Dati wala naman akong eyeglass dati. Hindi ako nerd ako sa pag-aaral, pero hindi ako yung tipo na talagang makikita mo kapal ng salamin. Hindi ako ganon. Nagtataka nga ako bakit ganon. Hindi lumabo yung mata ko dati. Recently lang, a few years ago lang, siguro mga kailan ba? Mga 3 years ago lang, mga ganun, nagsimulang lumabo. Pero hindi naman sobrang labo, kaya medyo mababa pa yung grade ko ng mata ko. So ganun lang. Kumbaga, siguro malaking training sa akin yun na yun agad ang pumapasok sa isip ko, yung word na research. Kaya ako mahilig din siguro mag-research, mag-explore. Kaya, ayun, kung totoosin, itong sinabi ni Tony na yung pattern nga, na-experience ko to eh. Itong ganitong sitwasyon na nakaset na yung isang yung mindset mo, 'di ba, sa isang bagay. O kaya halimbawa ganun, may information ka. Tapos malalaman mo, mababalidate mo or mapapatunayan mo later on na iba pala yung understanding mo. Di syempre kailangan mong baguhin yung mindset mo doon o yung paniniwala mo. Challenging kasi talaga. Ah, sa tingin ko may skill yun eh. Mapag-aaralan yun. Pero hindi talaga siya kaagad-agad. May klase siya ng human behavior na kailangan nating ma-master bago natin magawa yung madaling pag-adjust, mga ganon. So, isa pang sinabi niya na pagka do ang isang bagay palagi mong sinasabi, meron daw idea do na may halong parang nahi-hypnotize ka na. Kaya nga 'di ba yung sa mga napapanood natin sa pelikula, 'di ba? May mga, for example, yung mga fantasy na pelikula, 'di ba? Meron dong mga magician, mga sorceress, yung mga may mga ibang mga powers. So, 'di ba may mga sinasabi sila doon? Kasi nga sabi daw ay makapangyarihan yung words. At nakaka-affect talaga yung words sa moods ng mga tao. Kaya, for example, yung iba nakasanayan nila na nagbibitaw sila ng mga salitang hindi maganda. Talagang minsan doon pa lang nakikita mo na yung ugali ng isang tao. Sa amin, nung bata pa lang ako, nung pinapalaki ko nung magulang ko, talagang sobrang higpit talaga nila na talagang matinding magdisiplina kasi yung mga magulang ko dati. So, kaya lumaki ako na hindi ako nagsasalita ng yung mga alam yung mga bastos. Lumaki ako na hindi ako nagsasalita ng ganun. Kasi sobrang tindi ng disiplina, lalo na nung nanay ko. Talagang siya, namamalo talaga siya, namamalo. Sobrang madadama mo talaga na yung disiplina niya. Ganun yung paglaki ko, no. Kaya hindi ko, kahit na madinig ko ibang mga tao na nagsasalita ng bastos o ng ibang yung curse words, so hindi ko nalakihan yon, hindi ako lumaking ganon. Kahit na mauso yun, di ba? Mauso na sa mainstream yung ganon. Hindi ko siya basta-basta nasasabi. So, sobrang dalang talaga na nakokontrol ko yung sarili ko majority of the time para maiwasan yung mga ganun. So, ganun din, for example, yung mga magulang, kung paano nila palakihin yung mga anak nila. Kung nakikita ng mga anak nila, di ba, na yung parents nila, ganun, na kung ano-ano yung lumalabas sa bibig. So, iba pa din yung epekto nun. Kung magagagayahin lang. Tsaka siguro, on the other aspect naman, kasi nga, nakasanayan ko dati na pagka may achievement ako, ang nakatatak sa isip ko is dahil nagtiyaga ako or nagsumikap ako, hindi ko kasi naiisip dati na may talino ako nung nag-aaral ako. Hindi ko naiisip yon kahit na may mga honor ako natanggap. So, ang treatment kasi nga ng parents ko is wala, nagsusumikap lang siya, ganun. Hindi nila pinagyayabang na matalino yung anak ko, hindi ganun. Kaya siguro on the negative side, medyo ang effect sa akin nun, yung self-esteem ko hindi ganun kataas dati. Sobrang yun nga, nakadagdag pa yung pagiging mahiyain ko. Malaking effect talaga. Malaking effect yung nung lumalaki ako. May mga time talaga na sa tingin ko hindi talaga ako confident, ganun. Naging confident lang ako pagka nung panahon na nagtatrabaho na ako. Ganun yung ganun yung na-experience ko. So, ayun. Tapos, sinabi din ni Tony na mapapansin daw natin yung mga nagsasalita, di ba, yung mga life coach. Talagang kung magsalita sila, inspiring talaga, mamomotivate ka talaga. Kumbaga, makikita natin talaga na talaga may conviction sila, kaya nilang maka-influence ng mga tao. Kasi dun pa lang sa way ng pagsasalita nila, kaya na nilang magbigay ng changes or ng impact dun sa mga audience nila. So, naisip ko din nga pala yun. Halimbawa, nung dati kasi talaga, may stage sa buhay ko na parang conflict yung nasa isip ko na since hindi nga ganun nakapag-aral ng maayos or ng kompleto yung parents ko, iba yung mindset pagka nasa bahay at pagka nasa school. So, medyo conflict talaga sa akin yun. Hindi ko kasi siya dati naintindihan eh. Naintindihan ko lang yung pagkakaiba nun, kung bakit nga ganun yung mindset sa bahay kaysa sa school. Nung uma-attend na ako ng mga motivation seminar, doon nga sinabi nga nung ibang speaker na kasi nga iba yung mindset ng mga matanda dati, lalo na nung panahon ng Hapon, lalo na nung mga unang panahon na hindi pa advanced yung technology kaysa ngayon. Madami kasing iniisip sila dati na akala nila hanggang ganun lang, until dumating yung panahon na yung technology makabago na, kaya nang magpalitan ng idea ng mga tao. Kaya nga itong Microsoft Teams collaboration, pag talagang kumalat siya, talagang madami pang idea mabubuksan. Madaming mindset, madaming klase ng pananaw, sa tingin ko, ang magbabago. Kaya nga gusto ko maipakita sa inyo, kahit nasabihin na tinetest ko pa lang, ay makita nyo na agad. Ayoko kasi gumaya sa iba na ipapakita lang sa inyo pagka okay na. Kaya sa tingin ko, yung iba talaga, hindi nila na-appreciate yung mga maliliit na effort eh. Kasi ang naipapakita kasi talaga sa kanila ay yung gawa na. Hindi nila nakita yung journey. Mas mahalaga, para sa akin kasi, mas mahalaga yung journey kaysa sa destination. Dahil kung wala yung journey, hindi mo maaabot yung destination. Hindi mo ma-appreciate yung mga maliliit na challenges, yung mga small steps na ginagawa mo along the way. Nasanay kasi tayo sa instant na ipapakita lang, o ito nagawa na. Hindi ipinapakita kung paano ginawa. Dahil nga, nag-aalala iba, baka pagtawanan sila o baka may mag-criticize o kaya may gumaya, mga tipong gano'n. Kaya ako kasi, para sa akin, okay lang na makita nyo kung paano ko ginagawa. Kasi sa isip ko, sa loob ko, sa damdamin ko, madami pa akong ideyang pwedeng i-share eh. Kaya nga, eto, hindi ako natatakot ditong sa nakikita nyo ngayon na may gumaya. Kasi, alam ko, may iba pa akong ideyang pwedeng i-share sa inyo. At dun magkakatalo-talo later on kung kaninong idea yung gagamitin ng mga tao. Yun yung iniisip ko lang. Kaya hindi ko talaga iniisip na ay baka may ibang gumawa ng ganito. Hindi ko iniisip yun. Mas gusto ko nga para mabago yung mindset pagdating sa ganito na pinapakita talaga yung mismong journey. Yun yung paniniwala ko pagdating sa ganitong bagay. Kaya makikita nyo na may tinetest pa ako. Kasi nga, medyo may pagka-perfectionist ako eh. Ganon yung mindset ko. Gusto ko, ma-perfect ko yon. Kahit na abuti ng, ito na, lampas 1 buwan na ako nagtetest, di ba? So, na-appreciate ko yun. Kasi, unti-unti ko siyang naisasama sa sistema ng katawan ko eh. Pati itong mga motivation talks, pati yung mga apps, na pagsasama-sama ko siya, nakakagawa ako ng isang personal framework sa sarili ko. Kung ano yung mga pwede kong gawin pa. Kaya sabi ko, talagang ano lang talaga, tiyagaan lang talaga. Dahil nga dadating yung panahon na kaya ko na siyang ipakita talaga ng yung talagang malawak na idea. Ngayon kasi inuunti-unti ko, kaya pumili ako ng topic na maikli lang para makita nyo lang na pwede pala yung ganun. Kaya medyo konti lang yung nakikita nyong content ngayon. Dahil gusto ko lang ma-familiarize kayo sa mga pwedeng gawin sa gantong klase ng mga software application. Tapos ito, final ko pala i-share sa inyo pagdating dito sa Motivation Talks. Naalala ko kasi, nung kasing nag-aaral ako dati nung high school, naging class president ako nung second year high school. So, yung teacher namin kasi doon, yung isa, magaling talaga siya sa English. So, sobrang galing niya. Talagang, ito, na-realize ko to makapangyarihan talaga yung words na ginagamit niya. Kasi magaling siyang mag-English magaling siyang magsalita. Pati yung intonation, yung diction, yung lahat, grammar, may feelings pa. So, nung maisip ko yung experience ko na yun, sabi ko, kaya pala tama itong sinabi ni Tony. Kung saan tayo nagpo-focus, yun ang nagiging paniniwala natin, at malaki ang effect ng mga language na ginagamit natin. Kasi dati, since alam niyo naman pagka mga teenager, di ba? Makukulit mga estudyante. So, madaming beses na yung class namin ay napapagalitan nung teacher na yon. So, ako bilang president nung class na yon, ang papel ko, ako yung shock absorber nung galit ng teacher ko. nung English teacher ko na yon. So, yun, tuwing magagalit siya, susundan ko siya after class, tapos hihingi ako ng apology, sasabihin ko, pasensya na kasi makukulit yung mga classmate ko, mga tipong ganun. Tapos sa akin niya ibubuhos yung galit niya. So, ako yung absorber nun. Hanggang sa dumating yung isang pagkakataon na masyadong siyang nagalit. Talagang yung emotion niya, kitang-kita doon sa mga words na binitawan niya sa akin. English pa siyang magsalita Kaya, pagka naalala ko yun, tapos, bigla din siyang humingi ng apology sa akin. Kasi sabi niya, nakita daw niya na parang kinakabahan ako dun sa mga sinabi niya. So, yun, parang naisip ko yun na nakita pala niya yun, napansin pala ng teacher ko na yun, na kahit na ako yung taga-absorb nung mga galit niya, kinabahan din siya kasi sabi niya, nagtatremble daw ako, kumbaga nanginginig daw ako dahil nga sa akin niya binuhos yung galit niya So, gano'n na parang na ano ko doon. Pero yun talagang teacher na yun ang isa sa mga inspiration ko kung bakit ako naging sa tingin ko kung bakit ako may English proficiency, lalo na sa written, maano talaga ako doon. Kumbaga isa talaga yung English subject sa mga naging favorite ko kahit nung bata pa ako. So sabi ko, yung pala yung ano nun, yung pala ibig sabihin nun na malaki yung impact talaga. Kasi talagang ang galing talaga niya. Ang galing ng teacher na yan talaga. Kahit yung mga malalalim na English, sobrang galing. Mahilig kasi siya magbasa ng mga novels, gano'n. Basta madami kong natutunan sa kanya talaga. Pag-analyze ng mga sentence, yun. So, ayun, hanggang dito muna yung motivation talks, tapos lilipat na tayo sa card reading, kasi ang papakita ko nga sa inyo yung all signs. Basta sinabi ko lang sa inyo na ang ma-share ko doon sa card reading na all signs, yung mga based sa mga na-experience ko dati. Kumbaga, kasi nga all signs yun, hindi naman ako familiar doon sa sitwasyon ng ibang zodiac, di ba? Ang alam ko lang talaga yung na-experience ko yung sa Capricorn. So, hindi ko alam yung sa maliban na lang kung mayroon akong naka-deal or may nakikipag-communicate ako sa ibang sign, yun, masasabi ko yun kung ano yung sitwasyon yung yung same sa amin. Pero pagdating dito, hindi ko pa siya, hindi ko pa lahat kabisado yung buong sitwasyon sa ibang zodiac sign. Kaya paminsan-minsan i-interrupt ko lang pagka pinili ko na. Dito nga pala, oo nga pala, bago tayo lumipat dun sa card reading, i-advertise ko lang, ito, kung nakikita nyo yung nasa screen. So, meron kasing Christmas bazaar sa Philinvest, yung mga nandun sa area na yun, sa Muntinlupa, mula kanina hanggang sa Sunday. Yung kasing pinsan ko, yung kung kilala nyo siya, yung celebrity, si Daisy Reyes, meron siyang product, yung mga oils, mga soap, mga wellness products na kasama doon sa bazaar. So, yun, pagka may time kayo o mapapadaan kayo doon, yun, paki-check na lang yung product niya. Kasi tinutulungan ko siyang doon sa pag-promote nung ano niya mga product niya. Matagal na yung business niya ng sabon. Several years ago siyang nagsimula. So, hanggang ngayon, ano pa din, gumagana pa din yung business na yon. So, ayun. So, yan. Di pa tayo sa card reading. So, dito kasi, dito sa Microsoft Teams, pwede kang maglagay dito ng iba pang access sa ibang app. Pwede kang, for example, yung YouTube. Pero ang gagawin natin kasi, kasi tiniray ko kanina, hindi siya magpe-play dito sa same window na to. May panibagong window siya. Kaya, lilipat na lang tayo ng window. Ito. Pagka kinilik mo yung YouTube, dun sa loob ng Microsoft Teams, yan, bawa, ang ita-type natin, all signs, sa card reading. So, yan, lalabas na yon. So, pipili na lang tayo kung sino. Actually, may napili na ako. Pinili ko din si Minopond ulit. Kasi nga, medyo okay naman siya magbigay ng reading. So, yun, ipe-play ko yung kay Minopond. Wait lang magsuswitch lang ako ng screen. Ayan, si Minopan. Ipe-play ko tapos magi-interrupt na lang ako from time to time. Ayan.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading. This is going to be a what you're leaving behind in 2022 reading. Welcome, everybody. Cosmic Earth Child, hello. Dawn, hello. Metamystic, hello. Jody, welcome. Angel Starlight Tarot, hello. Maria, hello. Gandalf, hello. Like I said, we're gonna get started in like about 5 minutes or so. And we're just going to do quick little what are you leaving behind in 2023 or 2022 readings. I already want to skip ahead to next year, so let's go. Simone, hello. Stefan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And I will have timestamps, by the way, if you're watching this when I'm live. I will have timestamps when I'm not live, so I will make sure to put them up after the reading. Juby, hello. Cheryl, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We're going to go in order as well, so we will be starting with Aries Blythe, hello. Thank you for being here. Francis, hello. Neil, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And I think I'm going to actually use both of these decks, so let me just shuffle these real quick. Lisa, welcome. Thank you for being here. And RJ, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Manat, hello. Welcome everybody. Oh, you know what? I always do this. Let me change this. Lana, hello. It is going on this wonderful Friday, right? Shane, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. What is going on with this? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, should be fine. Pure Life, welcome. Thank you for being here. Mike, hello. Thank you for being here. And Tammy, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Alright. We're gonna get started in like 4 minutes, actually. I was gonna start right away, but I'm not. Crystal, hello. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And, you know what? Let me fix this chat as well. I'm gonna do it like this. That works. Let's see. Barbara, hello. Larissa, thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate it. And who else is here? Everybody.
My team is checking over this massive contract, marking all the places I needed to sign. And
Everybody is here. All right, we're gonna get started. I can't wait any longer. Sorry, too excited, right? So I am gonna do timestamps. Like I said, they will be up at the end of the reading. Hopefully, this video isn't too jittery as well. But we're gonna start with Aries. So Aries, we are going to take a look, and we are going to see what you are leaving behind in 2022, and maybe what you will be kind of like stepping into as well with this reading. So, Aries, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the
Sinimula niya sa Aries, Doon siya nagsimula.
Four of Swords. I know exactly what you're leaving behind. It's kind of funny, Aries, you know, I feel like some of you could be feeling, like very busy leaving this year, entering into the next year, of course. It might look scary to say that you're leaving behind the Ten of Pentacles, but I don't think this is what you're leaving behind. I think what you're leaving behind is kind of like having a certain structure to your day with the Ten of Pentacles. I see you being much more busy next year, having a lot more to do, and coming up with a lot of ideas. I also, like, you have this Four of Swords, so, like, the ability to maybe rest as much as you want, or to get as much rest as you want, that could be, like, a little bit of a challenge. Is this a bad thing? Well, I would say yes. I would say make sure that you're not burning yourself out. I mean, literally, you have the Justice card here, and so the Justice card is like saying that, you know, work hard, play hard, kind of like the Two of Pentacles. You know, justice is cause and effect. So, Aries, I would make sure that you're, like, not overdoing anything, that you're not kind of putting too much energy into things and burning yourself out. But at the same time, I kind of feel like this is a good thing. There's a person here in this stained glass window who is receiving blessings from another person. So it's like all your busyness, I feel, over the next year, you're, like, again, walking into 2023, I feel you have a lot more going on. I actually feel the busyness feels good as well, because maybe you just haven't been busy, or you haven't had anything to do, and you're going to be receiving blessings from this. I'm going to use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to clarify this as well. Here you go. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have this Excitement card. I'm going to use the clarification to show what you are walking into. So, Aries, again, I feel like you're walking towards excitement. Like I said, again, a very busy energy for what you have, like, no cards of busyness, but I feel very...
Yung Ten of Pentacles, positive card yun pagka lumalabas. Mapa career, mapa money, mapa love, based sa experience ko. Tuwing lumalabas yun.
Very busy in this, in the first part of your reading, so I feel like you're going to have a lot of excitement going on around you. I also feel like you need to pay attention to your excitement, because there could be, like, things that you're doing that are more exciting than other things. I literally feel the excitement is kind of like the universe saying, move in this direction. So I'd be, you know, as I always say, following your inspirations, but your inspiration could just be you being excited to do a certain activity in work or business or pretty much anything else, and that's exactly what I'd be focusing on. I'm also getting something, you know, before I move on here, Aries, I'm getting something about educating yourself with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles could be a card of hidden or secret information, and it's popping into my head that for some of you, there could be some, it's almost like there's information coming in for you, or you need to look for the information is what I would say. This old guy right here on the card, he can kind of represent like the patriarch of the family, but he can also represent a beggar who is coming to this family and bringing them gifts. And I always say that this card to me can represent hidden or secret information. Usually, where we find the information is like maybe you're trying to learn about something in business, and you never know. You could be like watching a movie that gives you an idea for your business. You could be talking to your like little child, right? Because sometimes children are messengers. They give us messages, believe it or not, and they might give you like a really good idea for your business or for your love life or whatever. So I would be paying attention to like unrelated sources. That's kind of what's popping into my head here. With that justice card, you have this criticism card. I would be careful of people who criticize you, is what I'm getting here with this energy, because it's like I think that's like the sign that you're actually moving in the right direction for you as well as we go into 2023. Here, Aries, is like I feel like people could be criticizing you or like saying like you've changed and all that other stuff. This is typical Aries in your Jupiter in your first house type energy. You have Jupiter moving back into your first house. Even if you're not a first house Aries, doesn't matter. Basically it's typical having Jupiter in your sign type energy. People saying you've changed, you're different, and I would just ignore it, plain and simple, because I would say, damn straight, yes, I have changed. You better freaking believe it. You haven't. You're still the same. So there you go, right? With the Four of Swords, you have this protection card. You are definitely protected at this time. A great time. This really tells me that entering into next year, it's just going to be a really great time for you to take any risks that you can possibly think of. Just this morning, I just did bonus readings for the end of this year as well. And, there's a lot of stuff about kind of like taking a risk or, putting yourself out there. And I really feel that's a sign of the times, really. But, I think you are protected from these risks. So if you're thinking about, I'm kind of like getting something about making a change here as far as a risk is concerned, like maybe you want to change your business or you want to change your career. I feel like those types of risks would be very beneficial for you, Aries. So I would do it. And also, I would stop caring what people think with this card. I really get a need to not do that. I feel distracted with this card in particular. So if you are doing something in the public eye, or if you have like family or something that criticizes you, again, I think it's time for you to kind of let that go, Aries, because I feel that's what you're leaving behind, and I also feel like it could just be, a major distraction. So that's that. So thank you, Aries. Taurus, we are going to look at what you are leaving behind and what you're stepping into in 2023. So what you're leaving behind this year and then what you're going to be stepping into next year. Look at this, love. So some of you, that Five of Cups did come up in reverse. I don't read reversals, but we will keep that in mind. You have the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the...
Ito, may binanggit siya about reversal. Kasi, yung ibang reader talaga, kaya nilang mag-interpret ng reversal na card pagkabaliktad yung card. Kaya lang itong si Mino Pand, sabi niya hindi siya nag-i-interpret ng mga reverse card.
Five of Cups. Kind of interesting because again, this is going to be what you are leaving behind. And so some of you could be leaving behind love for sure. Although I don't feel that. I feel like what you're leaving behind, it's almost like you're taking something from your emotional world. I mean, we're going to have to clarify this in a second. But it's almost like you're taking something that exists emotionally and you're bringing it down to earth, which is great. So, if you have any goals, wishes, dreams, if you have anything that you want to manifest or create here on earth, it looks to me like you are kind of like, it's almost like you're taking something that you've just been feeling, it's not actually real. And I feel like you're manifesting it here on earth. That's all I get. Here. The thing about the King of Cups is he does represent uncharted territory. I'll show you over here. He has this boat right here, Taurus. And this boat on the King of Cups is very specific. It represents a time where we would like get on boats and we would, we wouldn't really know where we were going. We would just kind of like trust that that we would hit land at some point. And I feel like that's kind of like what's going on for you here, is that you're kind of in this position of having to trust that you're moving in the right direction. And also I feel that you are a little bit of an explorer at this time, but he's just sitting here. He's not on the boat. So I kind of feel that this year, 2022, going into 2023, that you're getting on the boat. I feel like you're going on an adventure. You even have the Queen of Cups here. I always say that cup that she's holding, it almost looks like a trophy. It doesn't really look like a cup. And so, to me, it represents the fact that she really, truly values something. Her feelings, her emotions, It could just be a thing as well that she values, and she puts her heart and soul into the things that she values. So I feel a lot of you could be kind of looking at, pretty much anything that you value in life, and you could be giving it more energy. You have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups did come up in reverse, which is interesting. In reverse, it would kind of say that you have turned around and that you are being more grateful, for the things that you have in your life, which is great. I kind of do feel like this is saying don't try something again, if I'm being honest. So I feel intuitively, I don't know why I feel that, but, it's like one of those things. It reminds me of me, right? It's like I shouldn't be eating wheat, but every once in a while, I just have to find out that I shouldn't have pizza again, right? And I kind of get that feeling here where it's like saying, there could be like a person, a place, or a thing that's kind of coming back around at the end of the year here. And I feel like going into 2023, it's almost like the universe is really saying, do you want to try this again? Do you want your stomach to hurt for the next 2 weeks again because you ate the pizza, Taurus, just like I do? Probably not. With the King of Cups, you have this idealism card. I kind of feel like you're entering into an ideal situation. Again, the clarification here is going to represent, kind of what you are stepping into in 2023. And so I feel like you could be stepping into, an ideal situation. There's no such thing as an ideal situation. It doesn't exist. But I feel like if you're entering into a relationship, for example, divine counterparts, King and Queen of Cups, definitely could be a solid connection. I also feel that you're kind of starting to trust that you can create your own reality. Again, this card here is the Sun in Aquarius, and we do have Pluto kind of briefly moving into Aquarius next year, so, it kind of makes sense to me, I guess. With the Queen of Cups, you have this Lust card, so definitely a very lusty connection. Could be attracting a fire sign here. I'm also getting Earth, or an air sign. Could be any sign, obviously, Taurus.
Yan, uulitin ko yung mga signs apat na klase yun. Fire signs, pagka fire signs, nandun yung Aries, Leo, tsaka Sagittarius. And then air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Tsaka yung earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Pero minsan yung tao, kahit na iba yung zodiac sign niya, meron siyang element sa chart niya na may kinalaman sa ibang sign. Ganon. May mga pagkakataon na ganon based sa experience ko sa naobserbahan ko ang sinasabi nila. Kaya another concept pa yun na dapat pag-aralan. Pero ako kasi generally, since na motivation aspect lang yung kinukuha ko, hindi ko na inaalam yun. Basta resonate lang sa akin, okay na sa akin yun. Basta nakaka-relate ako doon sa sinasabi, masaya na ako doon. Kaya kung talagang aaralin nyo to, talagang madami pang concept dito sa reading ang dapat pag-aralan. Hindi lang yung basta tarot. Yung ginagamit niya, mapapansin nyo, ibang klaseng card yun. Bukod dun sa mga may major arcana, minor arcana, bukod pa yan. Kasi kung makikita nyo yung card na hawak niya, yung iba dun, walang ganon, di ba? Walang cups, walang wands, walang pentacles, ibang klaseng cards. Pero, kumbaga, yung ibang reader, ganon din ang ginagawa. Combination ng different types of cards ang ginagamit nila.
But I feel like you could be attracting a very solid connection. I also feel like I get like an act as if energy. You can see that chameleon right here. Chameleons can, change their color, but for you, I kind of have this energy. I wouldn't call this fake it till you make it. I'm not a big fan of fake it till you make it. I feel like we should just be whatever it is we want to be, and there is no faking that needs to happen. But I do kind of get more of that, like, learn as you go, fake it till you make it type of energy here. So it's like if you're trying to be anything, whatever it is you want to be, I would just be that energy, plain and simple. And with the Five of Cups, you have this Enterprise card. There's definitely something really good happening in your business. I feel like this is what's happening as we move into the next year, is that there's like business growth. I wouldn't go backwards. Again, with that Five of Cups, I like that Five of Cups and I don't like it here. I kind of feel both sides of the energy. It's almost like there could be a temptation to run back to the past. Like sometimes I think we want to start a business and we're like, oh, it's not really working out. I'm going to go back to my job. I kind of feel this is asking you to stick with something. I feel like this is I think it's the energy saying that you need to see something through to the end. It's like a hand here, and it's kind of like got the palmistry on it. So I feel it's kind of saying like, hey, something is destined to be part of your life, and if you keep going back to pizza, then you're gonna have a really hard time. So there you go. Thank you, Taurus. Let's move on now to Gemini. Let's see what we have for you Gemini people. And Gemini, we're going to take a look at what you are leaving behind in 2023 and what you are going to be, or in 2022. I'm going to keep doing that just so everybody knows, but we're going to look at what you're leaving behind and what you are kind of stepping into as well. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ten of Wands here. I feel, wasn't it Aries had this as well? The Ten of Pentacles, pretty interesting. I think what you're leaving behind is a certain structure. It's kind of funny because it's almost giving me, like, intuitively, I'm almost seeing this as what would be inside a tower. And so I'm not trying to scare you here. I don't really feel that this is necessarily a tower moment, but, I do feel that some of you could be leaving behind something that was once established in your life, Gemini. So it seems to me like you're leaving behind an establishment. This could be like leaving a job or a business. Could be you leaving behind a person. Could be anything, but it's like you're leaving behind some sort of establishment. Let's keep going. You have the Empress here. I feel like you're doing this for your own self-worth purposes. Empress is a part of abundance, happiness, being able to create abundance as well. Funny enough, she is tied to the Tower. She has this waterfall right here above my finger. If you were standing at the bottom of a waterfall, you would be, getting tossed all over the place. It kind of represents chaotic force. The Tower represents chaotic force as well. So they're kind of like tied together, the two cards. And it's funny that I was feeling the Tower on that Ten of Pentacles energy as well. But she's not worried. She is not worrying about what's going on around her. I kind of feel like what you are leaving behind is worry. I also feel like you're leaving behind the need for things to be in a certain place, like your environment. Sometimes I think we think we want to start a business, or we want to maybe have children, for example. And like she wants to have children, but maybe you're saying, well, I'll do it when this happens. I'll do it when the economy's better. I'll do it when someone else is president. I'll do whatever, right? I feel like you're done with that. I feel like you're done kind of like waiting for things to be perfect with the Empress. That's the energy that I'm picking up on her. Very weird, but that's the message I'm getting. I don't know. Can't help it, right? You have this Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands is burdens. I feel like you see that there's like a lot of work ahead of you, but it's almost like you're releasing too many burdens. I kind of feel that some of you might actually be open to start asking for help, which is great. But we're definitely gonna see here, Gemini, what the cards say about that. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have this Patience card. She kind of reminds me, this card here kind of reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles, this Patience card. You can see that she has like a very similar dress on to the Nine of Pentacles. So this card could be like you being independent with that Ten of Pentacles. I do feel that you're kind of making some sort of decision on your own with the Ten of Pentacles, like I said, because it just strikes me that you're leaving behind something that's been established. I can't get away from that message. It's like the message that keeps popping into my head. Also, the Nine of Pentacles, by the way, is a part of your environment. There's a snail on the Nine of Pentacles traditionally, and snails wear their homes on their backs, so it can represent your environment. I kind of get that feeling here. I feel like you've been patient for a very long time. Can we clarify the patience card? Yeah, you have this extremism card. I would be careful of just trying to run away from something. Sometimes we've been patient for a very long time. Maybe we're waiting to get married, we're waiting to start a business, we're waiting for children, we're waiting. That's the energy I get here. And so we just are like, I'll just accept anything into my life. I would be very careful of that energy here, Gemini. I would be very careful of like just rushing into something, thinking like, oh, I have to have this because my time is running out. I have like all those types of messages here, so I would be careful of that. With the Empress, you have the Affair card. Definitely love coming in for you in 2023, I would say, if you don't already have it. This Affair card, it's not like a negative affair like here. It's not like you're going to be with a person who's married or something like that. This is just like a love affair. Good love coming in for you. And I definitely feel that. I'm getting like water or earth, so it could be like a water sign or an earth sign. That's definitely jumping out at me. Could be any sign. General reading. I'm reading for like 1 billion of you, so again, it could be any sign, but I definitely feel love here. And with the Ten of Wands, you have this Vision card. This is the Sun in Pisces. I do feel that you will. It's kind of funny because I feel like you will notice a change around the month of February once we get into 2023. That's probably where you will really feel that you're releasing a burden with that Ten of Wands, where you're really going to feel more free. So I feel like this is talking about 2023 for whatever reason, but February more importantly. I also feel that you need to kind of like focus with this energy as well about what you really want. No settling. Remember what I said about feeling like you're running out of time, feeling like you might just have to accept something like love, a certain type of love into your life, or feeling like your business isn't going to work out, so you just have to accept like one thing. I feel like this is saying no for like no acceptance. I feel like you need to be stubborn in kind of like your vision, like what you want for your life, what you want it to look like, and I really feel this card in particular is encouraging you to be stubborn. I feel like it's encouraging you to not settle, Gemini, plain and simple. So I feel, that's what is going on there. There you go. Thank you, Gemini. All right. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you here, Cancer. Let me just get these cards shuffled. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. We're doing all signs, and we are doing a what you're leaving behind and what you're stepping into. So, like, what you're leaving behind in 2022, what you're stepping into in 2023. And as usual,
are you ready for a fresh opportunity to show what you were made of in a worldwide competition?
I'm dropping cards all over the place, so that's that. But Cancer, let's see what we have for you, Cancer people. Cancer, you have the Chariot, the Strength card, and the King of Cups. I did an end of the year bonus reading for you this morning, and you had the Chariot in your end of the year bonus reading. The Chariot is kind of like a card where you can see he's leaving behind this city that is behind him. Kind of like lately, for the past few weeks, I've been getting this message about, like, leaving. It's kind of like I have this energy of people going somewhere where there's, like, less competition. When you think about it, there'd be a lot of competition in a city for business, for love, for basically everything. And so I feel like some of you, but really it's deeper than that for you, Cancer. I feel like what you're leaving behind is, like, where you have always been. And I don't necessarily think you're looking for less competition. I think you're just looking to find a place where you can stand out. It's like this could be in business, love, pretty much any area of your life. And it's like a major focus for you here. I also feel like you're wanting more choices. I kind of feel this weird thing about maybe you've experienced some lessons in the past where, you only wanted like one choice, but I feel like there's something about options here, and I'm not even talking about love necessarily. I kind of feel like you want more options in life, or you're maybe in the past you would be afraid of choices, but now it's like you're looking for more choices. I feel like a certain sense of bravery here on the Strength card, so you're like becoming more brave, more bold, more assertive. I feel like you're more sure of yourself with this card as well, or it's like there's like something new about you, and it's based off of your past, I would say. The reason I say that is because the Sphinxes here, they have their tails in their paws right here, as you can see, and it kind of represents the fact that the universe knows where you have come from, Cancer, on that card. You can see that the lion's tail is between its legs. It's submitting to you. This is you right here. The lion kind of represents your inner voice, your inner critic, your inner demons, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like some of you, it's like you've become very courageous. I feel like you've done personal development, and you're wanting more options in life. I don't know. There you go. You have the King of Cups here as well. So I feel like you're kind of like exploring your emotions, but I also feel like you're becoming much more grounded as we move throughout 2023. It's kind of funny because this part is supposed to represent like what you're leaving behind, but it's almost like this is more something that you are becoming. You're becoming more like the King of Cups, but on the positive side of things. On the positive side of things, the King of Cups is very in touch with his emotions. He has very deep emotions, but he's not afraid to express his emotions. He's not afraid to explore the depths of his emotions. Before he does something, he literally probably asks himself, how do I feel about this? Do I like it? Do I not like it? And he doesn't care what anyone else thinks. So I feel that is what's kind of going on here, is that you're really very tapped into yourself at this time. And nothing wrong with that, Cancer. So let's see what you are stepping into here. With the Chariot, you have this control card. This is basically like the world card here.
Hey
You
there,
can
Zach.
even see that it's Capricorn, Jupiter and Capricorn. So, this is basically the world card. I feel like you're heading towards achievements. I do feel like some of you could be traveling and moving. I almost get like a strange pulls. That's the words that are popping into my head, but I feel like some of you could be feeling like a certain pull in certain directions in your life, but these are very new and weird directions. You could be becoming interested in like hobbies all of a sudden, or like a certain type of hobby or something different. And that's exactly what I would be doing with this energy. I feel like there's a lot of like success in kind of going in new directions. I also have New York popping into my head. This happened to you the other day. I was getting something about like New York City or New York Cancer or something like that popping into my head. I don't know, might be for someone. With the Strength card, you have the Excitement card. This card came up for pretty much everyone in the bonus readings that I did this morning. So I feel that we need to move towards our excitement. We need to move towards our joy. I've been saying this since like 2016 because I feel the astrology is like, we need more excitement in the world. It's boring, and things have been the same for too long. So whenever that happens, I think the universe is like, okay, it's time to mix things up. So whatever inspires you. Again, like I said, we have Pluto is about to enter into Aquarius. It's, of course, going to retrograde out of Aquarius, so it's not going to be there permanently just yet. But it's getting closer and closer and closer to the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. And I'm telling you right now that if you want to be successful for the rest of your life, that dealing with attention is going to be very important. That could mean getting attention, could mean getting attention for other people. Could also just have to do with inspiration as well. So if you don't want attention, doing something that could potentially inspire other people, that's where, that's our, spiritual path right now, or whatever you want to call it. And that's exactly what I'd be doing. Whatever excites you, doesn't matter. With the King of Cups, look at this. You have the Riches card, so definitely improvements in your finances next year here, Cancer. I feel a lot of financial improvements. I feel like you're getting more strict with your finances as well, so you're probably just practicing better financial hygiene, and that could be increasing your finances. I also feel like you could be meeting a person. What does this say? I have no clue what this says, but it really caught my eye there. But anyway, I feel like you're very kind of focused on maybe a person who is also successful. I don't think they come off as successful as well. They're kind of like, this is like an undercover boss type of situation here. So if you're attracting love, you could be attracting a person who just doesn't show it off, but I feel like they could have money here. They're just successful. So there you go, Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. We are going to do Leo next. So Leo, let's see what is going on for you. Leo, we are going to look at what you are leaving behind in 2022 and kind of like what you are moving towards in 2023. So, Leo, you have the Justice card, the Six of Cups, and the Star card. So I feel for a lot of you, I get this feeling of kind of leaving behind the need for things to go a certain way. So I definitely feel that's true for you with the Justice card. Justice is cause and effect, and it can be balanced, but I kind of get this feeling of just leaving behind the need for things to be in a certain place or a certain order. So it's like if you want love, for example, you might be like waiting till you have money or whatever. Again, there's like no more waiting. I get this sense of urgency, and you're the second person today that has had a message very similar to this. And I haven't had this message in like a long time. So there is a certain sense of urgency like at the end of the year, but it's not here yet, which is so weird. Like I don't feel it right now. I feel like even though we only have like another month or month and a half left of this year, I don't know, I can't do math, but even though we only have a little bit of time left, I feel it's not here yet, but there's going to be this sense of urgency, but it's almost also like you're leaving it behind. It might just be a fleeting kind of feeling that you have, like, oh my god, I'm running out of time, or so things aren't in the right place, and I just need to do it anyway. So I kind of get this like feel the fear and do it anyway type of energy on the Justice card. That's not really what this card represents, but I read intuitively, so get over it, right? You have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can be thinking about the past. I do feel that a lot of you, again, this could be where the time thing is kind of popping in here. You could be looking at like what you expected from your life, and you could be looking at the past and saying, okay, well, I'm not exactly where I thought I would be. I'm not where I expected I would be, and that could be where some of this like fear about time, or that could be where some of this thinking about like how much time you have is popping up. And I feel like you're wanting to make some changes. The Six of Cups to me can be a gift from the universe. Usually, the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is a turnaround. So, meaning that when we receive the gift of the Six of Cups from the universe, we could be bumping up against obstacles in life, and then this can represent those obstacles kind of being removed from our life. So, I feel that here with the Six of Cups. And finally, here you have the Star. So, the Star is like you are always, kind of with the Star, we're always telling the universe like what we want, and the Star is like showing us what is possible. She is pouring water onto the land right here, and that water is coming from the pool of universal consciousness over here. So this water kind of says if something is possible for one person, it's possible for you, Leo. So the Star is a card of inspiration. That's why I keep talking about inspiration right now. But there's something deeper going on here, because again, I feel like you no longer need there to be proof that something is going to work for you in your life. Like maybe in the past, if you want to start a business or get a job, that you wanted proof that it would work. Same thing in business as well. It's like maybe you would want proof that it would work. Or same thing in love is what I meant to say. It's like maybe you wanted to be with a person where they had bigger displays of affection or whatever. And I feel like that's what you're letting go of here. I also feel like you're seeing some sort of vision with the Star card. It's like your vision is becoming clearer. I literally feel some of you could be having visions, or you could be having extremely vivid dreams with that Star card. I would be writing those things down, because I feel like you're literally shaping something in your head. With the Justice card, you have the Health card. I feel like you are getting healthier. Justice is a great card for health. I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but Justice is like cause and effect. So if there are things that don't agree with you in your health, or if there are things that are bad for your health, I feel like it's going to be very obvious. I also think it's going to be very obvious to you what the things that are good for your health. I mean, it is obvious, but I would pay attention to those things with that Health card. I think this is talking about the health of everything in your life, even your finances and all that other stuff. You could be very focused on just good habits as we enter into 2023 in general. With the Six of Cups, you have this Quarrel card. I would be very careful of anyone coming back from the past. Period, point blank, plain and simple. Everybody's been getting stuff about the past. Again, we have all these retrogrades. Then at the end of the year, we get hit again with Mercury retrograde again. So, it's like we can't escape it right now. I would just be careful of people come.
Pagka yung retrograde, medyo medyo hindi naman totally bad energy. Medyo lang siya. May mga delays ganun. Pagka sinabing Mercury retrograde, medyo lilo. May mga delays kasi yun.
Coming back from the past. It's like, even with the Star card, it could say that you're glowing, you're getting attention. So of course they want to come back at this time, Leo. It looks like you're finding success. And, I kind of get this feeling that some of you, it's like if this is a person coming back, I feel like they slept on you in the first place. So I would avoid it at all costs. With the Star, you have this impulsiveness card. You know what's interesting? I feel like you do feel a little bit impulsive, like you could be making impulsive decisions, but I kind of like this card, because there's this right here. This, what do you call this, a horseshoe? And it's the right side up. It's very lucky. So you could be thinking that you're making impulsive decisions, but I really feel that you need to kind of look at the things that you're doing in life, and I think you need to realize that you have experience. You're not, it's like maybe you kind of have this big vision to build a company, to build the perfect relationship or whatever with the Star card, and you might be thinking that you're rushing a little bit. But I kind of feel it's like midway through 2023. These readings aren't meant to go that far, but again, I don't like try to force my readings to do anything, so that's what I get here. And what I would say to you is that I feel that you could feel a little impulsive, but at the same time, it's like you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have everything you need to kind of make whatever this is successful. So I would let those fears go, plain and simple. So that's that. Thank you, Leo. Really appreciate it. All right, Virgo. Let's see what we have for you, Virgo people here in Virgo. Virgo, we're going to take a look at what you are leaving behind in 2023 and in 2022, and we're going to see what you're walking into in 2023. So Virgo, you have the Star. It's kind of funny because I thought everybody would get the Star, but you have the Star, the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands here, Virgo. And so let's see here. I feel like what you are leaving I don't think what you're leaving behind is your home. Is what I feel with this Two of Wands. What I would say is that star is like some sort of goal, wish, or dream that you have. That's what I feel for you intuitively. I think that Knight of Swords is maybe in the past you didn't move towards a goal, wish, or dream. This isn't going to be true for all of you, but I feel for some of you, it's almost as if you had a goal, wish, or dream, a plan, something that you saw as your star. Again, your star is your North Star. It is something that you can aim at, something that you can work towards. And it's like something didn't work out. It's like, let's say you wanted to like move or travel, maybe it didn't work out in the past, and I feel like you're doing it again. Maybe, but it could be anything. It's like, it could be love. Maybe you didn't move towards a person in love in the past, but now you're doing it again. I wouldn't really call this a second chance reading, but it kind of gives me the vibes of a second chance reading, because it's almost as if you're just revisiting an old goal, wish, or dream, which we see right here. It's like you see those ripples right here in the water on the star card, and those ripples are kind of like going off into the universe. It's almost like you have been telling or have told the universe in the past that you want something, right? That's the pool of universal consciousness, as I always say. It's like we're always telling the universe what we want, and it's like something hasn't left. I feel like something has maybe always been in the back of your mind, or maybe there's something that you want to experience that you maybe gave up on in the past or didn't get a chance to experience, and it's like now you're wanting to kind of rush back to it with the Knight of Swords. But it's kind of weird because I see the Knight of Swords as maybe you in the past running away from something, or like not facing the fear to get whatever this is that you wanted. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Sometimes we're just too young, right? And I kind of get that feeling for some of you. Maybe you're just too young. Maybe the time just wasn't right in the past, and now I feel like you're taking the lead, like I said, with this Two of Wands, and I feel that this Two of Wands is you just taking the lead and kind of like going for it. I feel like you're getting a second chance. I also feel, I kind of do get this feeling that if you don't take this second chance, that you're going to feel kind of like more and more uncomfortable with the Two of Wands, because he's in a comfort zone, but he's actually uncomfortable, because the story of the Two of Wands is that he thinks he has accomplished everything that there is to accomplish, but he has the whole world in his hands. It's like there's so much more that he can do, experience, and have, and I feel like that's what you want. You want more experiences, more excitement, just more things in life, more than what you have been experiencing. So we're going to see what you're walking towards. With the star, you have this negotiation card here. I always get this feeling for you, too. It's like, and you're the only sign that gets this, Virgo. I always get these same cards for you. It cracks me up. But what I'd say is I feel that you're not negotiating with anything, really. This is not a negotiation. Although I do feel, next year is an amazing year for negotiation. So if you're buying anything, negotiate, of course. But I see this more as like you getting whatever your star is, whatever your goal is, but maybe it's just not exactly the way that you thought you were going to get it. So it's like something different. I feel like the negotiation is with yourself with this negotiation card. It's like maybe you have it set in your Virgo brain that things have to work in a certain order, right? Maybe things need to go out of order here. Maybe things get a little bit messy. Maybe things are, kind of a little chaotic, right? And I feel like this is saying, it's okay if things are messy. You have to break a couple of eggs to bake a cake, right? So things sometimes have to get messy, and I feel really that's what this is saying. And I feel like you have to face some fears. That card's number 7. 7s to me are internal fears that don't exist. So I feel like you have to face some fears. With the Knight of Swords, you have this status card. I feel like you're gaining status, but among the people who are closest to you, literally popping in. Those are the words that I'm getting. Exactly. The people closest to you. So I feel for some of you that this is kind of like you doing something that maybe nobody in your family has ever done. Some of you could be going back to school. You could be going to school in the first place, and again, maybe nobody in your family has ever done that. You could be starting a business. It's almost like you're breaking some sort of curse as well. I do get this breaking thing. It's like you're breaking something, but it's not really a curse. I think that it's maybe like a generational curse in the sense that maybe nobody in your family has done something, and then now you're doing it. So that's what I mean by a curse. It's not really a curse. I also feel, by the way, if you're attracting love, could be a fire sign. I'm also getting Earth here as well, or an Aquarius, or it could be someone who has Aquarius somewhere in their chart. I feel like you two could be like power couple. So definitely power couple vibes here. And with the Two of Wands, You have this riches card, love it. See, I think money is going to be much better than people expect. I think people are worried about, of course, like the, inflation and whatever the hell else they're doing with our money, right? But I feel there are going to be a lot of opportunities for the people that pay attention as well. I'm not saying money's going to be perfect, as I've been saying since 2016, at least. I've been saying this when I used to go live every single day. I used to say all the time. There are probably people that remember me saying this, that I felt by 2025 our money, our financial system probably totally going to be changed, totally different, or there's going to be some sort of significant change by the time we get to 2025. And what does that look like? I have no freaking clue. As I always say, I don't. People always ask me like Bitcoin or whatever. I'm always like, yeah, I like Bitcoin personally, but at the same time, like if it came out that it was like some sort of spyware program that was invented by the CIA, I'd be like, yep, absolutely. Wouldn't surprise me. I like the idea, but I'm also open to the fact that it could totally be like just some crazy government program, right? Why? Because of Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus is values. Uranus is too unpredictable. So I don't try to predict any of this stuff. The reason I'm going on this rant, by the way, Virgo, is because I feel like you should be keeping a close eye on your finances. People keep asking me, like, should I invest in crypto? And like all this other stuff. I'm like, I wouldn't invest more than you can lose, number one. And I would be super careful. I wouldn't listen to any bozos on the internet that are like, this coin's going to go up 1,000,000,000%. Uranus and Taurus hates get rich quick. So if you think you're going to get rich quick, probably not. And here's the secret. Guess what? If you agree to get rich slow, you will get rich quick. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but it's what the universe wants. So that's exactly what I would focus on here with this energy. Rant over, Virgo. Thank you. It looks like money coming in for you. I did your bonus reading today as well. That will be up tomorrow. In that bonus reading, there was something, I was talking about something about like making money a lot faster, but you're not, what I said in your bonus reading, Virgo, is that you're not really making money faster. Well, you are, right? But what I think it is it's just knowledge is catching up to you, is basically what your reading said. That you've learned a lot, you've learned how to maybe deal with your finances, or you've learned better ways to make money, and because of that, it's like catching up to you, and so you're kind of making money faster, if that makes sense. So let's see what is going on for you here, Libra.
Using Doña Elena olive oil helps elevate the spices and flavors of my dishes, making...
Libra, let's see. Libra, we are looking at what is leaving your life in 2022, or what you are leaving behind, and what you are stepping into in 2023. So, let's see here, Libra. Libra, you have the Nine of Swords, of course, the Hangman, and the Lovers. I feel like you're leaving behind certain worries and fears, of course, with the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is my card that says, you can be the bug or the windshield. You can see down here that there's a person, and I'll show you, who's hitting another person with a sword, right here. And to me, it's a card that says you can be the person doing the hitting, or you can be the one getting hit. So I kind of feel this is one of those things where it says you need to happen to life, and don't allow life to happen to you. And I feel like that's what you're leaving behind, though. I feel like you're almost taking control here with this reading. It's like something has woken you up. I don't really feel enlightenment on this card, Libra. I feel more kind of like waking up energy. It's kind of funny because it's almost giving me like more judgment vibes is what I'm feeling here intuitively. So I feel like you're waking up to something. You've kind of been aware of something. I'm wondering if your legs have fallen asleep. I'm wondering if kind of like what I'm feeling here is that you've been hanging for too long. It's like you're actually realizing that you're much more ready for a new path than you realize. And so, I feel your reading is actually quite simple. It's like you're just going off on a new path, or you're starting some sort of new journey. And I feel like you're being comforted as well. This right here is a comfort blanket on the Nine of Swords. And it kind of says that even when you're having a nightmare, there's like something there to comfort you. But luckily, again, you're leaving this behind. I feel like you're ending a never-ending story. It's like where you've been stuck in limbo for too long. I feel like you've been stuck for a while here. And you have the Lovers. The Lovers could be love, but you see this right here is your higher self angel. I feel like you are being guided away from, a never-ending story. Something that's recycling itself is what's popping into my head, but it gets worse each time. It's like some of you could be, like, maybe every time you go back to a person, it just gets worse the next time. And I feel like this recycling energy, which is very strange. For others, I feel like you're sick of something at work as well. I'm getting a very specific message here. It might only be for one of you, but it's like, maybe you have a job and maybe your boss has been telling you for months that you're going to get a raise or a promotion, And I feel like it still hasn't happened, Libra. I feel like I'm still waiting if I put myself in your shoes. I feel like I'm still not getting the money that that I want. I almost just said that he wants. So if you have a boss, it's like I almost feel like you feel this too. If this message is for you, it might only be for a few of you. It's almost as if you know that your boss is like being stingy or is holding back. It kind of is giving me Six of Pentacles vibes. Like Six of Pentacles is kind of like breadcrumbing, or there's like some Six of Pentacles as well, like Deviant Moon Tarot. He's got 5 pentacles behind him, and he's only giving 1 pentacle to a situation. So I almost get like a holding back feeling, and I feel that's what you could be leaving behind in 2022 is something where something's been held back from you, or something hasn't been kind of revealed to you. Let's see. With the 9 of Pentacles, you have the adaptability card. Yeah, I feel like you are adaptable. You're adapting to new situations. And I feel that's maybe the lesson you have learned, actually, is that if you've been in a round and round recycling situation, that word is popping into my head. It's not even popping into my head as like round and round. It's recycling. It's like something's being recycled, but it's like getting worse each time. I think that's why it's popping into my head as recycled, because it's like every time it's getting more and more used, if that makes sense, whatever the situation that you're bringing to an end is. And so you're bringing the situation to an end, and I feel like what you've learned is that you can easily adapt to new situations. Like, you don't have to keep going back to old situations, and you also don't need to stay stuck in, businesses that don't pay you enough money. You don't need to stay stuck in love situations where there is no love, or, it could be anything else as well. And I feel like you're kind of being more comfortable and adaptable to change with this card. So, really like it. With the Hangman, you have this patience card. You've been very patient for a very long period of time. I'm wondering if this is like the reward that you are receiving. Again, this card always reminds me of the 9 of Pentacles. I just said that earlier. You can see she kind of looks like the 9 of Pentacles here. And so I feel that you've been patient. You've been waiting for a change in your life. You've been waiting for some abundance. And I feel there's like abundance coming in on this Hangman energy. With the Lovers, you have this excitement card. Again, like 4 people have had this card tonight, or today, whatever it is, I don't know. And it doesn't really surprise me because, I feel that a lot of us need to move towards excitement, as I said earlier, and you are definitely one of those signs. There's like an exciting new path opening up for you here, Libra, with the Lovers. And I almost feel like there's an easy choice coming in for you in the new year as well. I feel actually very quickly into the new year. It's like you're not waiting very long for this new choice. Can we get more details on this new choice for Libra? I mean, speechless, Libra. Are you kidding me? There you go. Exactly what I was saying. Are you kidding? You have a choice, and this card is Mars in Libra. You're going to be the one making the choice. Can we get some actual details for this card? And you have this flattery card as well. The flattery card is something that's much more in alignment with you. It's like something that is very similar. If this is love, for example, I feel it's a person where you have very similar beliefs, very similar. It's like this new path that's presenting itself is exciting because it's very similar. You recognize it, you feel it, but there's a certain recognition here, and it could be like a past life connection. If it's a new job, for example, I feel it's just in align with your values. I talk about values a lot, Libra, because we have Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus has a lot to do with your values and like what you value. If you're doing something that you don't value, then the universe is going to say, okay, well, like, here's a new choice that does align with your values. Are you going to accept it or not? So accept anything that is in alignment with your values is kind of what I'm getting there. But there you go. Thank you, Libra. Thank you, everybody, again for being here. Really appreciate it. I haven't really been reading the chat because it's all the way over there. You have no clue what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter. But thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. We're just doing a what you are leaving behind in 2022 reading and what you're stepping into in 2023. So that's what we're doing. And I am currently going to be on Scorpio. And there will be timestamps, of course, after the reading. So I will have those up in like 20 minutes or so after I end the reading. But Scorpio...
The world is entering into an economic recession. Market volatility is at an all-time high.
Well, let's see here what you are leaving behind in 2023. Scorpio. You have the all Pentacle cards. 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. So, Scorpio, what I feel for you is I feel like you're leaving behind the energy of settling for something here with this, with all these Pentacle cards, I feel like you've been settling, or, it's like Six of Pentacles, settling for less, being breadcrumbed. I do feel like this is financial for a lot of you, because this is like accepting a certain amount. This is what you really want, I feel. Right here is the Ten of Pentacles. Why do I also feel like this is kind of what you want? This is what you really want, right here. This is kind of what you want, right here. So I feel weird about your reading. As I always do, I always feel weird. What else is new? And I feel like this is saying, you need to go straight for this. You need to go straight for your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. I feel like it's saying, don't sell yourself short. You're like the second person to get a message like that today. And I feel like part of this has to do with focus, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles together. I feel like you have to focus exactly what you want. Some of you might want to build a career and have a family. Some of you might want to just marry a person and be a stay-at-home wife. Some of you might want to be a stay-at-home husband. Some of you might want to do something totally different. I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. But I feel like this is saying, again, don't settle. I feel like you need to go straight for your Ten of Pentacles. It's probably easier than you think as well. I feel like you've learned a lot over the years. You have the Nine of Pentacles. I kind of feel like the Nine of Pentacles is some sort of sacrifice for a reason, which is kind of like a weird way to read it. But she has these pentacles, pentacles, but she also has these grapes behind her. Grapes in the tarot represent something that requires like a certain amount of skill to grow. Grapes need special conditions. They require a lot of work as well. Some of you, I'm wondering if like maybe you're kind of looking at what you went to school for, or maybe you have like a really good career, but at the same time, maybe it's like more of a burden than it is, good for you. So I feel like some of you could be making a change in your career, and what you're going towards is, again, your Ten of Pentacles. I feel like your center card is actually what you are moving towards. It's not what you're moving away from, because that's what you really want. The reason I feel it's showing up in this part of the reading that's saying what you're moving away from is just because you don't have it yet. I think that's why. That's it. I don't know where else I was going with that. That's it. So let's clarify this. Let's see what you are moving towards here, Scorpio. What you're going towards. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this influence card. I kid you not. I kid you not, Scorpio. Wait till you see your bonus reading tomorrow. It was all about influence. I literally said that some of you were gaining influence in that reading. I got this feeling for you. I'm getting chills because this is exactly what I was talking about in that reading. It's like because of this card. You had this card in that reading. And I'm not saying you're going to be like an influencer like on YouTube or Instagram. It could be. You could be turning into that. But it's more like you're like looking to work on something where you can become an expert, right? Maybe you want to write a book and you're becoming an expert by writing a book. Maybe you're building a website about something. It could be anything. But I kind of feel like a lot of you are very focused on influence, but it's more showing me that there's an opportunity for you to gain influence next year. And it has to do with how you make money, or how you present yourself to the world, or something like that. I don't know, that's what I'm getting here. I do also feel there could be love coming in for you, much more fair, balanced love as well, like it. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have this appreciation card. Another card of abundance. He has this, there's this cornucopia right here. Cornucopia represent abundance coming in for you. So Ten of Pentacles is like total abundance. This card here is also total abundance. So I feel there could be a lot of financial success coming in for you. Some of you, this could be due to like you see how she's like performing something? I feel like some of you could be performers, or you could be making money through performing. Definitely popping into my head. I also feel there's like communication coming in for you about like people who appreciate you. What I'm starting to wonder as well is this kind of gives me the vibes of like Trine energy, which I'm pretty sure, didn't I just talk to you about this in your mid-monthly reading? I'm pretty sure I talked to you about this, Scorpio. I'm getting something very similar. People who are born with a lot of trines, they're seen as lazy, or like traditional astrologers would say that a person who has a lot of trines is lazy, but they're not really lazy. They just like trines are things that we're born with. So if you're born with a skill that like you just have, then you don't think it's special because you didn't have to earn it. And I feel that for some of you, where it's like almost as if you have a skill. There could be something that people tell you you're really good at, right? And I would pay attention to that, because I think that's what you're supposed to be doing. And maybe you're not doing it, or maybe people are like, hey, you're really good at X, Y, and Z, and it could turn into a job, a business, a career. It definitely feels financial to me. But I feel like you need to pay attention to that, because again, you think it's not special because you're really good at it, because you were probably born to do it. And if you're confused about the direction you need to go in, that's what I'd be paying attention to, is like that trine energy, like the thing that just comes easily to you that you don't think is special. Kind of, kind of gives me the vibes of imposter syndrome, where it's like you're actually really good at something, but you don't think that you are. And, that's what I would be moving towards. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have this devotion card. Oh, the most romantic card in this deck. Look, there's a dead bird looking, or a living bird looking over its dead partner. How cute is that, Scorpio? You always get this card. I always joke about it. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be attracting a person in life who's like your forever person if you want love. And even if you don't want love, but even if you do, I feel like you could be working on something in work or business that you are devoted to, that you probably will spend the rest of your life doing. And that's probably what you want. It's going to give you your Ten of Pentacles, which is stability. Yeah, you have the Sun in Pisces as well. You could be attracting a Pisces, but this Pisces card has to do with your vision, and it's clarifying this Nine of Pentacles. I'll show you over here. She has this falcon on her arm, and this kind of represents the fact that she trains her focus. She teaches herself how to focus on things that, she wants to focus on. She really pays attention. So, that's what I would do there, is I would make sure that you kind of have a vision that is the Ten of Pentacles, your Ten of Pentacles, whatever that is for you. And, I would just dream it all day long. I'd be dreaming about your Ten of Pentacles, daydreaming, imagining, all that other good stuff. If you can dream it, you can have it. And that's definitely what this reading is saying to me. So, thank you, Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm also getting something, by the way, Scorpio, I'm also getting something about, like, the difference between, like, possibility and probability. And I'm a big fan of living in a land of possibility, not probability. I don't like numbers anyway, so probability is like, yeah, something could probably happen, but, I feel like possibility is gonna lead to more growth for you, so that's what I'd be focusing on here. Alright, Sagittarius, we are going to see what you are leaving behind in 2022, Sag, and then we're going to look and see what is coming in for you in 2023, or what you're stepping into, I should say. Some of you definitely could be, you have the Three of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, could be leaving behind a third-party situation, clearly. I mean, I don't really consider these cards to be third-party, Three of Cups or the Three of Wands, but I don't know. It's just like popping into my head that this could represent marriage or connection that you're going to have, this Ace of Pentacles. And it's surrounded by these two threes. And it's like you're waiting on something, or you've been waiting on something, like a person, but I feel like there's something much better that is this, right here, coming in for you. So if you want love, that's what I would say here. With the Three of Wands, I feel like you're leaving behind waiting. Again, it does seem to me like it's a much more action-oriented year, next year, 2023, so you're leaving behind waiting this year. Jupiter in Aries. Aries is the first house in astrology, so, I don't know. According to Chris's crappy astrology here, I would just say that I think pretty much everyone and their mother is going to be much more interested in taking action next year. We're leaving that 12th house energy behind. So, it's just that simple. And I feel like I feel like you've seen some opportunities over the years kind of like pass you by almost, and it's like you want a piece of the pie here, Sagittarius. I feel like you're like, I don't want to miss out on opportunities. I want to grab onto some of these things. And here it is, right here, Ace of Pentacles. Literally, Ace of Pentacles represents a gigantic opportunity, and that's what I feel like you need to pay attention to with this energy, is getting or taking advantage of big opportunities that come your way. The Ace of Pentacles, you can see here that there are some mountains right here. Mountains in the tarot, of course, represent obstacles, but they also represent achievements. So I actually feel like there's some pretty big achievements, or there is a big achievement coming in for you. But again, you might have to kind of climb some mountains here, Sagittarius. And again, why would you want to climb mountains? Because where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. So don't be afraid to take a risk and accept an opportunity that could be maybe require a little bit of work. For some of you, I do feel in work or business, you could be getting an opportunity as well to like move or travel, and maybe be like a little bit of a burden, like maybe you'd have to move your family, which is a pain in the ass, or maybe you would have to leave for a certain period of time, kind of popping into my head as well. But I think it would be totally worth it, is what that card is saying. You have the Three of Cups as well. So again, I feel like some of you could be leaving a behind a third party situation here for sure. If you're not leaving a third party situation, I do feel again something about separating away from family, but it's not like you think. I don't think this is a bad thing. This isn't gonna be. Will it be challenging? Sure, of course. If you love your family, of course, it might be a little bit challenging. But I also am seeing it as totally worth it. Like it's almost popping into my head as like I said, like maybe you have to leave for like 3 months, right, or something like that. Maybe you have to go travel for 3 months or something along those lines. But again, I feel like the future payoff is totally worth it, is what I'm getting with the Three of Cups. I am also getting something about inspiration here. I will just say that I have some cards that I consider clue cards in the tarot. Three Cups is one of them, and sometimes I feel that the clue that I'm getting from the Three of Cups is inspiration. It kind of reminds me of the Muses in Greek mythology. It's like sometimes we have something that motivates us to action or motivates us to change our life. And it's almost like there's something like that happening for you at the end of the end of this year, I feel, where it's like something happens that you find very motivating, that that really kind of gets you moving. And for some of you, it could be one of those things. Like I think sometimes there's like a lot of stories of successful people who, when they have children, so if you don't have children, you could be having children. It's like there's a lot of stories of those people kind of becoming very motivated when they have a child, obviously. But there could be something happening. Let's look into this. With the Three of Wands, we're looking at what you are stepping into in 2023. You have this restlessness card, exactly what I was just talking about. Again, if you were about to have a child and you need more money, for example, that could make you a little bit restless. But, again, I feel good about this because it's looking to me like you are feeling more motivated. It's not really restless. It could feel a little restless, but, I think your eye is on the prize. Your eye is on that Ace of Pentacles, which could be like a big opportunity coming in for you, or, a different way of taking advantage of an opportunity is also popping into my head. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for you to communicate as well. Like, let's say you need help with something. I feel like if you need a raise or a promotion, ask your boss. This is like screaming communication. This is literally Hermes, the staff of Hermes. Hermes is Mercury. Mercury is communication. Believe it or not, it could also be in your dreams as well. Mercury rules our dreams, and I feel that for a lot of you. It's like there could be some, but it's kind of weird. It's like you're talking to your dreams. I don't know. That might mean something to someone. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have this acquisition card. There's like a lot of opportunity for wealth, and I'm seeing this for a lot of people, but it doesn't look like it. Again, I think if you are listening to the news and all that other stuff, you're not going to see the wealth, the opportunity, for the wealth of opportunities that could exist. So I think we really need to make sure that we're creating our own opportunities. We need to look for new opportunities, because there is going to be a lot of opportunity if you're opportunistic in a good way, if you're kind of like paying attention. Kind of gives me like vulture vibes. Like vulture medicine is all about, vultures, they don't really flap their wings. They are masters of conservation of energy. So I would make sure that you're like not wasting money or anything like that, but then when opportunities present themselves, take advantage of the opportunity. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. And again, power couple vibes. I have a feeling that for the rest of my life, for the rest of your life, if I'm still on YouTube, as we move forward here, over the next like 50 years, then I would say that for a lot of you, I think this power couple vibe type stuff is going to come up a lot. As I've said before, I think that divorce rates are going down, but is it, astrologically, the real reason for it is probably less people are getting married in the future. So, but what I would say is if you want to get married or if you want a deep connection, then it probably will last forever, because, again, I think astrologically the people that do get married are getting married for the right reason. So that's probably why this stuff keeps coming up. You can't make this up either. With the Three of Cups, you have the excitement card. Like literally I think all 3 fire signs have this card, right? Or like 3 or 4, 3 or 4 people have this card is what I'm saying. But, what I would say here is I would follow your inspirations at this time, Sagittarius. If you're inspired to do something new, to do something different in your life, I would just kind of like listen to your inner voice, whatever you want to call it. But pretty simple. As always, thank you, Sag. Really appreciate it. We're going to move on here to Capricorn. So, Capricorn, we are going to look at what you are leaving behind in 2022 and what you're stepping into in 2023. So, let's see here, Capricorn. You have the Seven of Pentacles, if it wants to focus, popping out there. So, I feel like you're leaving behind situations that aren't worth it any longer.
It's finally time. The Unison Black Friday sale is live now. Save up to 96% off our top.
Number one, but also I don't take pop out, so let's see what we get here, Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Moon, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups here. So I feel that some of you are changing. You're changing something here, Capricorn. The Moon is like a card of fears, fantasies, illusions. Personally, I like the Moon because the Moon doesn't say stop. The Moon is part of the Fool's journey. He has to make it to the mountains in the background of the Moon so that he can be successful. And so I feel like you need to get all the way back here. The Moon really says don't get off your path. It says see something through to the end. What I'm really focused on is the dog and the wolf, or the dog and the coyote, whatever you prefer, I don't care. And what I would say is that the dog and the wolf, it kind of represents our domestic side and our wild side. And I feel like you need more of one or the other. So you're going to have to be honest with yourself. And I feel like maybe if you're a little bit too wild right now, maybe you're becoming more domestic and kind of balancing things out, or, doing some more, kind of things that involve responsibility. If you're being too responsible, maybe you need more wild side. Maybe you're being too kind of rigid in work or business. I see this, like maybe in your business you need to take bigger risks, or maybe you need to kind of inject some of your personality into your business. Same thing in love as well. For some of you, I'm wondering if you're just playing it a little bit too safe in love. You have the Hermit here. I literally feel some of you could be leaving behind a Virgo. So if you have dealt with a Virgo in the recent past, you could totally be leaving this person behind. For others, I feel like you're unstucking yourself, getting unstuck, unsticking. He is frozen at the top of this mountain. He could use his lantern here to unfreeze his feet. I kind of feel like saying, how much longer do you need to learn a lesson? Or something like that here, Capricorn. It's almost like maybe you've learned a lesson and maybe you're beating yourself up over it, or maybe you went through a breakup and you're just stuck in the breakup. I kind of feel this is encouraging you to unstick yourself and, start moving forward. And I feel, but again, I don't think this is a bad thing. So I, in a lot of ways, I feel that this is you kind of progressing and moving forward. And, I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. I feel like you're kind of like unsticking yourself or something. There's something about something you've learned. It's like you've learned something. Why do you need to learn it again? Is what I feel like saying. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. You have the Ten of Cups. I mean, this could be why, by the way, is what I would say to you. Is like, if you are, maybe you saw something as your happily ever after. So if it was love, for example, maybe you thought that this was really your person. Maybe that's why you're having a hard time letting it go. Or maybe there were certain expectations attached to it, but as I always say, one of my favorite people of all time, Kyle Cease, he always says, that really it's not your heart that gets broken, it's your expectations that get broken. So I kind of feel that some of you are leaving behind, your expectations, or having had your expectations being broken here, Capricorn, in the recent past. It could be any area of your life. It could be in business, in love, could be in your health, could be whatever. But I feel like you're kind of leaving behind some broken expectations. But let's clarify. With the Moon card, you have this egotism card. Yeah, see, it's kind of attached to your ego. I'm not saying, I think we all have an ego. I'm not one of those, I always say I don't like those spiritual teachers that are like, oh, you have to get rid of the ego. Most of them I've ever met have had the biggest ego I've ever met in my entire life. The ones that are like, oh, you can't have an ego. Those people have huge egos, trust me. But what I would say here is I do feel this is a little bit attached to your ego, or your ego got a little bit bruised, and that's okay. Like I said, we shouldn't be beating ourselves up over this, and it happens to all of us. But I feel like the Moon card, clarifying this with the Moon card is saying, what did you learn from the situation? Did you learn or not? And, well, I would, to answer your question, yes, you learned. Because you have the Hermit. The Hermit literally says you have learned from whatever this dark night situation was. I kind of feel some of you, maybe this year, 2022, or maybe even longer, have been going through a dark night of the soul.
Kaya pala ako naka-hermit ngayon.
With the Hermit, you have this extremism card. Yeah, like I said, they're very extreme. I think there were extremes in this situation, is what I would say to you. If this was love, I feel there was maybe this person like love bombed you, and maybe that's why. Maybe it's not really love. Maybe it's like a love bombing situation. So maybe that's why you feel this. It's almost as if this part of the reading is saying entering into 2023. If you're honest with yourself, I feel like you're going to see the truth of like what you are leaving behind. But can we clarify that? Yeah, you have this achievements card as well. The hermit is standing at the top of a mountain, and the mountain is kind of represents achievements. I always say, where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. So I feel like there are some achievements for you that you are accomplishing, or you have accomplished some sort of achievement. I also feel that kind of like moving on from this is going, whatever you're moving on from. I feel like you're moving on from an extremist, someone who is extreme, someone maybe who has mental issues as well. I'm kind of getting here, Capricorn. So if you're moving on from a person, like I said, I feel like just moving on in general is an achievement, but I also feel like it opens you up to new achievements. Can we get more? Let's clarify the Ten of Cups first. You have this idealism card. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this was an idealized. And by the way, this card just popped out. We're gonna look at that in a minute. But the Ten of Cups, it's like your Ten of Cups version of whatever you're leaving behind is maybe like a little bit too idealistic, or maybe it was just a pipe dream in a lot of ways. And I know that sucks to hear probably, although, again, I feel like a lot of you have healed from this if this is for you. It's like you have healed from, whatever you thought you were going to have. The good news is you have this card here. I love this card, this originality card. As I've been saying, pretty much all night, all day, whatever this is right now, whenever you're watching it, I feel that the originality is, I've been talking about Aquarius energy and how we're entering into this Aquarius energy. Funny enough, the Pluto's going to be like on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp soon as we move through the end of the year and everything. So, I don't know. I see this as as a time of needing to be original. I'm choking, which is not original, because I always choke on camera. What else is new? You'd think I'd try something else sometime, but what I would say here is I feel like original ideas, doing new things, are kind of where it's at. What is Capricorn getting because of these original ideas? New love, probably. You have this affair card. It's not like an affair, as I've said to everyone else. It's more kind of like a deep connection, or finding like true love. So I feel for some of you, you're leaving behind old love and stepping into new love. If it's not love, then I would say it's like something that you're working on, probably an original idea. You're leaving behind an idea that's existed, and you're moving on to something new. I kind of feel that
Kaka-soulmate na yata ako.
you're going to find your true Ten of Cups, Capricorn, by walking away from like the illusion of the Ten of Cups. You're walking towards like the real Ten of Cups, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I get for you. All right, thank you, Capricorn. Aquarius, we are going to be looking at your what you're leaving behind in in 2022 and what you're stepping into in 2023. So, Aquarius, let's see here what is going on for you. Aquarius, you have the Ten of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Tower. So actually, this is pretty good because, again, we're looking at what you're leaving behind. So I feel for some of you, you are clearly leaving behind a Tower moment, and also probably some burdens. Again, I feel that everybody is kind of leaving behind the Ten of Wands right now because, he has planted those wands in the fields behind him, and he's about to bring them to his home right here. And this might sound scary, but it's not. He's having harvest, so this is a good thing. But I think that we're all being asked to kind of release things, past burdens, so that we can plant new wands, so that we can have a new Ten of Wands. But again, not a bad thing, because I know some readers read the Ten of Wands as being super bad, but really, he's about to put the burdens down. Tens are cards of completion, and it's a harvest. He's about to have a harvest. It just represents responsibilities, and guess what? If you're an adult and you live on Earth, then you're going to have certain responsibilities. It's almost impossible to avoid. So that's what I would say here. And I feel you're just kind of leaving, but I feel like you're leaving behind something that is hard to do. You have the Six of Wands here. I feel like you're leaving behind a jealous energy. There is a jealous person right here above my finger. That person is meant to look jealous of this other person's success. I feel like you're leaving behind jealousy, but I also feel like you're understanding that you can't please everyone. And I kind of feel like you're on your high horse here with this card. So you're finding success. And I also feel this is asking you to, like, you know, I feel like it's really encouraging you to stop caring what people think, Aquarius. I kind of get this energy. I know I say this to you like every single reading, but, you know, I mean, like I said, the cards speak for themselves, right? So I feel there's this energy of, like, caring way too much what people think, caring way too much what people are going to say, and I feel you need to kind of, like, leave that behind. You have the Tower here, so if you've had any Tower moments, I feel like you're probably entering into 2022 rebuilding a Tower. The Tower happens because, you know, basically the people inside the Tower have been ignoring reality. So I'm wondering if you did get slapped upside the head by reality in 2022, or some sort of, like, sudden moment of reality, and, well, there goes that deck. Sorry, Pisces. Pisces, we're not going to be able to do your reading because I just threw all the cards. Sorry about that. But, just kidding, Pisces. I have, like, 20 backups. But, Aquarius, let's clarify through here, and let's see. With the Ten of Wands, you have this innovation card. So, as I've been saying all afternoon, amazing time for innovation and new ideas. And that's basically what I was saying. It's like, you know, like I said, with that Ten of Wands, I feel like you're just starting something new, which is basically where I was going with that Ten of Wands. You're kind of setting up a new Ten of Wands, but, you know, the thing I would say is, like, what do you want to be responsible for? We pretty much all have to have responsibilities. I always get comments that are like, no, you could, like, live in the woods and you don't have to have a responsibility. I'm like, listen, if you decide to, like, wiping your ass is a responsibility, right? So it's like, we cannot avoid responsibilities. I don't care what anyone says. And so I feel like you're setting up new responsibilities. You are setting up new ideas and, like, new things that you want to invest in and new things that you want to do with this card. And you're just kind of saying, like, okay, I'm willing to do this, but I'm not willing to do, like, some other things. And, you know, that's what you're deciding here. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Exaltation card. The Six of Wands. I love this card. This is amazing. I feel that there's a lot of success coming in for you, because the Exaltation card, when a planet is exalted, it's in its, like, highest vibration. And that's kind of like what I feel here, is that you are entering into what you're supposed to be doing. I kind of get this feeling of being in alignment with the Exaltation card, because you're not the only person to get a message like this about being in alignment. So I feel for a lot of you, you know, it's kind of like when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, things are going to be flowing. Things are going to be moving in the right direction. Things are going to be kind of making sense. When you're not in alignment, then things are not going to work. So I would be paying attention to alignment. Like, are things working in my life, or are they not? And if they're working, then you're on the right path. If they're not working, obviously you're not. Make a change. And I literally feel it's that simple, by the way, here, Aquarius. Like, it could be any change. If your life isn't working, you could say, okay, like, I need to change something in my business, or I need to change something in my love life, or whatever. I would just mix it up and see what happens. And again, we have all this Aquarius energy. That's why I encourage people to do this. With the Tower, you have this Vision card. I feel like the Tower, leaving the Tower behind is allowing you to have a new vision for your life. So you're definitely rebuilding the Tower. I feel like you're kind of refocusing yourself in a lot of ways. You could be rebuilding your life in a new direction that you didn't think you would be going in. I do get, like, a little bit of, you know, get a very unique energy here for you, Aquarius. It's like, I feel like you could be saying that you're going, that maybe in the past you thought you were going to build your life differently. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I'm stuttering. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you could, maybe you're not sure. Maybe you're not sure what direction to go in, but it's almost as if, you know, I feel like you need to trust alignment. When things are working, I feel like they're working for a reason. And I know that sounds overly simple, but trust me, I overcomplicated my life for like a million years, so it makes perfect sense to me. But there you go. Thank you, Aquarius. Alright, Pisces. I'm going to throw those cards on the ground with their friends, and we're going to get a new deck for you, Pisces. So, Pisces, thank you for being here.
Latest updates hit your campaign. Regain control and drive predictable app growth with the...
Thank you for your patience, as always, Pisces. We're going to see what you are leaving behind in 2022 and what you are entering into, or what you're stepping into in 2023. So, you have the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles here. This is the After Tarot, by the way, Pisces, if you're wondering what deck this is. So, some of you could definitely be leaving behind like a third-party situation, Six of Pentacles as well, like breadcrumbing, or not getting your worth out of a situation with the Six of Pentacles for sure. And, it's like you're looking to invest in the right things with that Two of Pentacles, but with this Three of Cups, I definitely get good energy here, just in general, even though you could be, again, even though you could be leaving something behind here, that is like a third party, I still feel pretty good about this. I feel like that you're having a lot of reasons to celebrate. It's kind of like you're not allowing yourself to celebrate, Pisces, though, with this Six of Pentacles. It's kind of weird. Like, do I like this? Yes, no? I kind of like this energy for you, Pisces. It's like you're not celebrating too soon. I think that's the good part of it. Let's put it that way. It's like sometimes I think, if you've ever seen like any of those videos on YouTube where it's like a guy is like running and he celebrates too soon and then like someone blows past him and wins. And that's what I mean by like not celebrating too soon. But I also, I kind of feel there is a need for balance here because I feel like you need to celebrate your wins. I think that's something super important for you, especially as a Pisces, especially if you're like super self-critical of yourself like most Pisces are. I feel like you need to celebrate the small wins, the good things that happen to you. I also feel you need to allow yourself to have fun. Two of Pentacles, are you kidding me? Every single freaking reading I do for you, Pisces, like you need to have fun, you need to play, you need to do things that you enjoy, your hobbies, you need to get out with friends and all those other things because that's when you're going to get out of your head. If you're stuck in your head and you're just like working, I feel like, you're not going to be kind of doing very well. I feel like you will almost be punished by the universe. So I feel like you need to do these things in balance. And the Six of Pentacles is all about balance. The Six of Pentacles, again, I do feel like some of you are leaving a breadcrumbing situation, but I feel like you learned a lot from the situation and you're just like moving forward now. So I like to see that. With the Two of Pentacles, again, work hard, play hard. I kind of feel more focused work as well. There's been a lot of focus for 2023, so I feel that pretty much everyone is going to be a little bit more focused on like what they're doing, probably focused on like investing their time into things that actually work. And I feel that's what you're doing here. I do feel that you could be very financially focused next year. Jupiter's going to be in your second house, Pisces. Friggin' amazing for finances and making money, right? And all that other good stuff. So I definitely like to see that. But Pisces, let's clarify through here and let's see what you're stepping into. With the Three of Cups, you have the caution card. If someone's coming back from the past, I would be careful here, Pisces. Again, end of year, Mercury retrograde. All the retrogrades right now, I would just be careful of allowing someone back into your life. Why? Let's see. Because you should trust your intuition. You knew this wasn't right in the first place. You knew that something was up, probably, in a past situation. And now this is saying, do not repeat a mistake. It's like, how many times do you have to repeat a mistake? I don't know, Pisces. I'm a Pisces. I ask myself that question every single day. Like, why do I have to keep repeating the same mistake over and over and over again? Every single day I make a mistake, right? On doing something. So I kind of like this saying, it's time to learn from your mistakes now, Pisces, right? And it's time to kind of move forward, is what I would say there. With the Six of Pentacles, you have this Lost card. This is Saturn and Pisces, this card. And so I do feel like some of you are feeling a loss. But look, as I always say, this to me says something is dead, done, over with. This crow is picking this skeleton clean. It's like there's nothing left of something. So again, don't go back to the past. Can we clarify that? Because it's all the same. Yeah, you have this. This is what's waiting for you. I feel like some of you could be entering into a connection where you're going to be gaining a lot of status, where you're going to be gaining a lot of power as well. So this could be like power couple vibes for sure. I also just feel like you are gaining status. I'm seeing this as integration, Pisces. Like literally I have the word integration popping into my head here. And it's like if you keep doing the things that you're doing, like as far as working on yourself, being successful, focusing on projects and businesses, I feel like you're becoming much more integrated. You know what happens when we focus on integration and becoming a fully integrated being? We attract someone else who is fully integrated. So if you're worried about love, I wouldn't worry about it. It's funny. I just did a podcast with Leo King like a while ago, and he said, "Why don't you do love readings?" I said, "Because I know if we focus on ourselves, if we focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, this right here, then we will naturally attract love that has also done exactly the same thing." So that's what I'd be doing, Pisces. Even if you don't want love, same thing with money. It's like attracting those things is going to be good for you. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the birth card. Some of you could be, I would be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant. If you are, congratulations, is what I'd say here. Definitely could be birth. But again, this could be like the birth of new ideas. Something is gestating for you, Pisces. You can see here that, she has a baby here and like here as well. So I feel there's like an idea, but it hasn't, it's not fully fleshed out yet, I've been feeling this for you for a while, and I've been saying this to you for a while as well. It's like something hasn't fully developed in your life, but it's a good idea. So if you're thinking about doing anything, I would keep working on it. Can we get more advice for this situation as well? I feel like it needs more balance, but this card here is Libra. This negotiation card here is Jupiter in Libra, and what I feel like you need to do is, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or a business or whatever. I feel, again, you really need to follow the rules of justice, put a little energy into a part of the idea, and if it works, keep going. If it doesn't work, then change direction and try something new. It's not like you're changing the idea itself, this thing that wants to be birthed from inside of you, Pisces, but it's more like you wouldn't be changing the idea, just maybe changing your approach. But I feel maybe the challenge for you, Pisces, is that there are a couple of things the universe wants you to learn through approaching it from different angles. Let's put it that way. It's almost like if you always use the example, if you're looking at a statue, it's like if you have a statue in the middle and you're over here, but someone else is looking at it from over here. They're looking at the same statue but from different perspectives. But the weird message that I'm getting for you, Pisces, is if you're working on something like a project, a business, I feel like the universe is trying to get you to gain more perspective about the business or about what you're doing. It's trying to get you to learn the ins and the outs of what you're doing. I almost feel like the universe is trying to make you like a triple threat or something. It's like the universe wants you to be more skilled, or wants you to truly understand something before you enter into it. So again, if you're starting a business, even if you're retired, you could just be learning something new. I feel like this is saying the fastest way to success as we move into next year is going to be to learn it 360, to study the statue, whatever it is, all the way around. And that's what I do. I hope that makes sense. But that's that. So thank you, Pisces. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Really appreciate it. Again, I will have the timestamps up in about 20 minutes or so, because I just have to go through and make sure that they're all correct. But those will be up in just a minute. But I'm going to end this here. So thank you, everybody. And again, pay attention to the channel, because I will be doing more lives in the near future, of course. So that's going to be that. But thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Naveed, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. And anyone else I missed, thank you for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Geraldine, thank you for the super chat. Denise, thank you for the super chat. Cosmic Earth Child, thank you for the super chat.
Ayun, tapos na. So, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung pinsan ko para ma-recognize nyo siya. Medyo nag-overtime tayo, no? A few minutes. So, ito siya ngayon.
Kumusta na po kayong lahat? At today is November 25. At nandito po tayo ngayon sa Festival Mall, Festival 10. Dito po ay merong nangyayari ngayon na Zonta Bazaar. So, ayan siya, guys. Kakarating lang namin dito, kami po ay nagsiset up. So, yan yung mga members ng Zonta. Ano ba ang advocacy ng Zonta? Awareness, women empowerment. Ayan, ganda, Ayan siya, guys. Okay, women empowerment. Kaya tayo nandito ngayon kasi we want to empower women. Diba? Marami kasi dito mga brand na kababaihan ang gumawa. Like yung product natin, di ba? Yung Dr. Essentials. So you see, parang magkakaroon tayo ng projects dito sa Zonta. Kasi alam niyo naman, di ba? Sa public service sa Pateros, nung tayo ay konsehal pa. By the way, mga hindi nakakaalam, naging konsehal po ako ng Pateros for 6 years. So tara, pasok tayo. Yan, nagsiset up na ang lahat. So you see, guys, again, okay, 25, 26, 27 po ang bazaar dito sa Zonta. So kung maghahanap kayo ng mga bibilhin nyo po, pang-regalo, ang gaganda, Ayun, napunta ng unay. Ang ganda, mga trophy things. Wow! Ang gaganda ng mga items nila. Mga pang-regalo. Ay, Seso pala yung katabi natin. Hello! Seso pala siya. O, yan guys. O, mga all natural products. So, yan. Ito yung Zonta 10. You see? Ang laki. Tsaka ang ganda guys. Malamig yung aircon dito. Kaya hindi po kayo maiinitan habang kayo po ay nag-shopping. Wow, ang ganda ng setup. Grabe. Parang hindi pa nag-uumpisa yung bazaar para maubos na yung pera natin dito. Ayan, ang ganda ng setup nila, oh. Merry Christmas! Wow, taray, ganda. Ayan, siya, babalik na ako dito. Parang may mga nag-shopping na hindi pa nag-i-start, ah. Ang galing, ah. Wow, ay, dito tayo. Okay, guys. Dito po kami sa Festival Tent, Alabang. Okay, so grabe nakakapagod. Kasi nung kailan ba? 2 days ago, nasa Alabang Town Center naman kami at very good naman yung turnout ng nung ating bazaar. Marami naman tayong nabenta at maraming natuwa na mga clients. At marami rin bumalik, kaya maraming salamat po dun sa mga bumalik at bumili ulit. See, guys, oh, yan oh, ganda oh. Benz. Ah, ganda. My gosh. Ayan, oh, ang ganda ng mga pang-display, mga pang-decorate. Wow, ito favorite ko, mga native. Ayan, may mga walis pa. See? Okay, siya. Mamaya na tayo mag-ikot-ikot. Okay, shoutout muna ako. Okay, shoutout. Okay, again guys, kung sino po dito yung maglalagay ng address nila, kung taga saan sila, kung magpapa-shoutout po kayo, taga saan po kayo, para po mas maganda, di ba? Okay, hello, good morning Ryan De Los Santos, yan, from Nueva Ecija po. Ganda po talaga, idol, sabi niya. Oo, maganda gising ko ngayon. Uy, ang ganda ng chinelas, oh. Ay, paano na. Good morning. Ayan, oh, polka dots. Happy New Year! Ang cute naman ito. Kasya sa akin. Hi. Titignan ko lang, ah. Ang cute. Allah. Tignan nyo, oh. Ang ganda. Mamaya. Magkano po ito? Tanong lang. 1.5. Oh, 1.5 lang siya. Ang cute, guys. So, ka-size ko, parang type ko siyang bilhin mamaya. Parang gusto ko siyang isuot, o diba? Kasi, ano to mga gawang kababaihan. O ito pa, wait lang, tingnan natin ha. Ayan ha, sino pa? Kay Tita Maying talaga, si Tita Maying, laging present, ang aking auntie. Good morning, auntie! Ito ang para sa'yo. Oh, love lang! Tita Maying, sa mga lahat po ng mga taga-Tipas. Kamag-anak po namin mga Carlos dyan sa Tipas. At syempre, shoutout din po sa mga taga-Pateros. Hello po. Yan. Sino pa? Okay. Okay, Elena De Lumen from Pateros. Okay. Ito po ay sa Alabang Festival Tent. Ayan kung makikita nyo. Ayan, Zonta. Ito nyo po yung yun. Yun siya. Okay? Maraming damit, oh. Grabe mga kasosyalan yung mga paninda nila dito, guys. Yun. Sige, balik po ako. See you later! Ayun, oh. Maganda pala may mga ganun. Ay, sige po. Ayun, oh. Sige, babalik ako. Thank you. Ang ganda ng bag. Love lang. Magkano po yung bag? Sorry. Magkano yan? O, 1.3 lang po. Tignan mo, ang ganda. Love. Naku, sabi ko sa inyo bago umpisa to, basta pera natin dito. Ayan na, picture. Picture! Yeah. Love lang. Ganda. Mamaya, babalik ako. Magsiset up lang kami. Meron kami dyan na bazaar. Thank you! Okay guys. Ay, dami mga pag-Christmas decor. Oh, saya. Ang ganda. Teka lang. Dapat meron din kaming mataas na Okay. So guys, ito, ang bilis namang mag-set up. Ang bilis naman ate, maaga pa. Mag-ano tayo, breakfast tayo. Ito yung aming setup, guys. Ang gagawin ngayon, guys, is mag-i-inventory pa kami. Then, let us pray na marami po tayong mabebenta today. Okay? Ma'am, walang po pas watching from Davao City. Hi, Janet Vicente. Good morning. Sunny Boy, hello. Sunny Boy. Sunny Boy. Okay, sino pa? Hi, Nilo. Nilo Matildo. Lawrence Anthony. Fernando. Pa-shoutout from, kay Bern Billones from Bulacan. Good morning, ganda. Sabi ni Rose, kumusta po dyan sa Hong Kong sila kasi. Hi, Rose. Araceli. Okay. Magandang buhay, madam. Pa-shoutout po from Frankie and Friends. SM Aura Team. Si May. Hi, May. Uy, May from SM Aura. Kahapon dumaan ako ng Frankie and Friends sa May Molito branch. Kasi merong bumili ng 9 bottles ng 30 ml and 10 bottles ng roll-on. So, akala ko doon. Sabi niya wala daw silang nabenta doon. So, siguro dyan yun. Malamang, wala namang iba eh. So, yung mga lahat po guys, kung naghahanap po kayo kung saan mabibili itong Dr. Essentials Aromatherapy Spray, guys. Available po ito sa Frankie and Friends. Diyan po sa SM Aura and Molito branch. So kahapon, grabe talaga. Kung sino man yung bumili niyan, thank you so much for supporting our products! Ayun siya, guys. Ayun, oh. Thank you so much. Alam niyo, parang kulang pa yung display namin. Parang gusto ko bang bumili ng something para mailagay dito. Okay guys, so kung kayo po ay, ano ba ang ginagawa nitong oil na to? Kung kayo po ay mahilig sa mga mentholated, mentholated mga pamahid sa katawan, yan, mga efficacent oil, mga ganyan, katingko, or ano pa ba, white flower, guys, ito po ang babagay sa inyo. Okay, maganda to, promise. Very soothing siya sa skin. Yan. Dr. Essentials. At maganda tong pangregalo. Kasi syempre, diba guys, pag magre-regalo tayo doon sa mga mahal natin sa buhay, gusto natin ay yung magugustuhan nila at ma-appreciate nila. So, ito nga po yun. Okay, Dr. Essentials. Yes, ang bestseller namin is yung lemongrass. Alright, so yun po ha. Available sa Frankie and Friends, SM Aura, and Frankie and Friends, Molito branch. And also sa Shopbrick Festival Mall. Yan. And also, available din po kami sa Shopee. And by the way, dito po, pag dito kayo bumili, ay meron kaming buy 2, take 1. So, ate, meron akong dinagdagan, kasama sa inventory yan. Na lang. Opening na lang. Okay. Yon. Grabe, alam nyo, ang dami kasing bumibili ng lemongrass, kaya may kailangan namin gumawa ng stocks, ng bagong stocks. Sobrang saleable siya. Thank you naman! Thank you! Hi, Maria Cheryl Francisco, watching from Binangonan, Rizal. Thank you naman, Cheryl. Okay. So guys, please follow mo na din sa Facebook and Instagram, okay? So, ayan, ang daming mga damit din dito, oh. Mga clothing. So, ay, may bizu. Ako, laging kasama yan, guys. Ikot-ikot tayo. Ang lamig ng aircon. Yan. Wow! Ayun, oh, hello! Hi! Ang ganda, guys. O, tignan yung mga guys. Ang ganda! You see? Teka, ikot pa tayo dito. Ikot pa tayo. Good morning! How are you? Ay, dito po. Sa Dr. Essentials. Dito po. Yun, mga naka-red po. Yes. Ay, doon. Maganda po. Later. Naka-FB live ako. Mapromote ako. Sige po. Good morning. Hello? Yes, so meron din po tayo dito mga lemonade. Ayan, oh, you see? Pag nauhaw, ang mga kaon. May shawarma. Shawarma po yan. Mamaya. Meron ding mga bibingka at chicharon. Wow! Oo, wow, ang dami oh. Grabe, pag ito ay nasawa sa chicharon.
Lutong pugon po, walang mantika.
Uy guys, very healthy. Lutong pugon, walang mantika. Yan. Magmamantika kayo kasi sa dami ng kakainin niyo, pagpapawisan kayo. Kasi ang dami. Ayan. From, ano siya, pugon. Lutong pugon. Wow, mamaya ubos na to. Ang daming stocks, ha? Mamaya ubos na to. Amen. Mamaya. Daisy. Ako si Daisy Reyes. Oo. Meron kaming ano doon. Boot din. Mga oil. Mamaya ilagay kayo. Oo.
Bili po kayo nito. This one is really for export quality.
Magkano po siya?
200 pesos
O,
po.
200 lang. O, siya, bibili na tayo. Teka, mamaya doon yung ano, wallet ko.
Sige, sure. No problem.
Ayan, bibili tayo. Ayan, bit-bit ko na siya. Okay. Kasi mamaya, alam nyo guys, wala na pong oras kumain yung mga tao dito kahit lunch. Kasi sobrang dami po ng tao. Kaya, Zonta Bazaar dito po sa Tent Festival. Yan, mamaya na mga sweets. Yan. Good morning. Yan. Kunin ko po yung pambayad. 200. Salamat. O sabi sa inyo, hindi pa natatapos to. Wala, ubos na yung pera natin dito. Kasi, ang dami mapipili talaga, promise. Ang ganda, ang ganda. Ayan, o. Ayan ito. Hello. Ayan. Akala ko Gloria Maris. Okay guys, so magbabayad muna ako dito sa aking chicharon. Tama-tama, pwede nyo pang gawin unan to, oh. Chicharones, very healthy. O gusto mamaya, promise. Ayan, meron pang bizu. Yan. Okay. So, guys, wait lang, kukuha ko ng pera. Uy, may mga coconut. Ito, virgin coconut oil. Alright. Ay, good morning. Napabili na ako. Oh. Okay. So, guys, excited na ako. Parang, grabe guys, alam niyo ba hanggang alas, hanggang alas 9 ito ng gabi. So, yan. May nabili na ako, pagkain, o breakfast. Chicheria. Yan. Okay, wait lang guys, ha? Parang, mamaya ate, magpapam-pedicure yata ako. Feeling ko, gusto kong suotin to. Magsuot ako ng ganito. Oo nga, tama. Pero magpapa-pedicure po ako kasi kita yung patay kong kuko. Alam nyo guys, kaya po ako nagtatahi ng ganito. Okay, by the way guys, gawa ko to. Yan. Okay, ako yung may gawa niyan. Tinahi ko yan. Swarovski crystals.
Ayan, yung sandals na yan, may mga stones na naka-embed. Handcrafted na ginagawa ni Daisy yan. Matagal na niyang negosyo yan. A few years ago pa. Halos, hindi, nauna yata yung mga sabon. Tapos yan, sandals. Mabibili siya sa mga boutique.
Kasi po, malaki yung paa ko. So, nahihirapan akong bumili ng mga, sapatos na kakasya sa akin. So, yun. Ano yun? Peppermint na roll-on. Mamaya, marami yan. Marami akong kumpleto tayo, ate. Oo. Ay, wala na ngayon dito. Ay. Oo. Ay, marami tayo. Don't worry. Okay, guys. Mabalik na ako dun sa aking at magbabayad mo ako. Sandali lang, ha? Okay. Ate, kukuha ko ng isa, ha? Yan. Sorry. Sorry naman. Okay, wait lang. Shout out! Magbabayad na ako. Watching from Binangonan, Rizal. Naku, ang aga nyo, ha? Maria Cheryl Francisco Arancilio. Binangonan, Rizal. Yan. Carlo Bautista. Hello! Madam, nagkatuloyan ba kayo ni Rob Duhat? Ikaw talaga, Silvini, ha? Hindi po. Hindi po. Kasi alam nyo kung bakit. Gusto niyo malaman kung bakit kami nagkatuluyan ni Rob? Nosebleed ako. Nosebleed. Ang hirap kayo mag-English. Hindi. We're not meant to be siguro, di ba gano'n, di ba? Kaya hindi nagkatuluyan. Pero sobrang bait nun, promise. Sobrang bait nun, mas mabait sa akin yun. Shoutout na rin sa mga taga-America. Okay, by the way guys kung kayo po ay naghahanap ng ating product dyan sa United States of America, available na rin po ang Dr. Essentials dyan sa California. And shoutout sa ating distributor, kay Kuya Dick and Christine Garza. Alam niyo po, kahapon nagpadala pa ako ng 10 kilos, guys. 10 kilos na mga oil. Kasi, pangregalo nga naman. So, ang gagawin natin mamaya, ang lagi ko ginagawa kasi is talagang, pag may bazaar, nag-iikot-ikot ako dun sa mga business people, dun sa mga, yung mga nagtitinda, yung mga tindera nila. Kasi, pagod na sila. So ano ba naman yung mas sprayan ko sila kahit konti at makaramdam sila ng konting ginhawa sa katawan. So, yun po. Okay? Taga magbabayad na tayo. Baka dahil lang. 200 pesos. Shoutout sa aking bagong bag. Ayan, wait lang ha. Ayun, sarap. Sarap ng aircon ng lamig. Wait lang. Ito tayong bariya. Wait lang ha. Okay guys, marami ako dito sandali lang. Kita niyo yung mga, kasi mahirap din talaga pag may bazaar kayo guys. Walang panukli. So ayun, ang dami kong pera. Dami kong mga barya, panukli. Okay. Yun, so, okay, pakiano na lang po, pakikuha na lang kasi hindi ko mahawakan. 200. Ayan.
Ito pang 50 and 100.
Oo, panukli natin.
Pero isa
Yan.
100.
Yan. Thank you very much. Natuwa yung mga namin. Oo. Thank you. Ayan, pagpag na. Thank you, Lord. Amen. In Jesus' name. God bless. Anin ko lang po kayo nito. Although hindi pa kayo pagod.
Ano
Wait
ito,
lang.
essential oil,
Oo,
ma'am?
teka lang. Punong-puno. Ayaw siya mag-spray. Napahiya tuloy ako. Kasi masyadong punong-puno. Wala siyang air. Dapat may konting air. Teka lang, baka umano sa mukha ako. Sandali lang. Wait lang ha. Ay, umano. Ay! Ayan na. Teka lang. Ay, favorite ko to. Grabe, guys. O, bibingka. Mamaya, promise.
Yan, masasarap ko lahat.
Ito. Favorite ko yan. Tuwing pupunta po kami sa Pure Gold. May salon din po ako doon. Sa baba niya. Forever nagtitin ako. Bibingka. Ayaw talaga, oh. Parang ayaw niya magpa-spray. Ayun! Okay, ito po siya. Sa mask niya po, tsaka dito sa batok. Para siyang mentolated. Thank you po. Dr. Essentials. Ayan, thank you! Naku, sorry naman. Naku, feeling ko mauubos talaga to eh. Thank you! Bye! Ayan guys, so again, sino pa ba? Uy, lamig dito muna ako. Lamig dito, ang init kasi dun. Okay. Hello po, good morning, idol from Nueva Ecija. Po, ganda mo talaga, idol. Thank you naman. Hello! Yan. Hello. Good morning, pamangkin. Yes, Tita Maying, nasabi ko na. Teka, good morning din sa akin pinakamagandang auntie. Okay. Sino pa? Spoon na ako. Parang uy, mag-jacket. Maghanap kayo ng jacket eh ha. Parang, thank you. Thank you, Dead Candela. Salamat po. Okay, Richie. Hi, Richie. Richie, oh. Punta kayo dito. Ate Daisy, so pretty. Kamukha mo talaga ang Tito Romy. Thank you, Ate Mariel Orate. Kamukha ko nga tatay ko. Hello po. Good morning, sir. Oh, mga ating mga tagabantay ng kapayapaan. Ayun po. Hello po. Good morning po. Ayun, oh. So guys, pag pupunta kayo dito, you have nothing to worry about. Maganda po ang security natin. Talagang nagpadala sila ng mga police at saka mga security guards para secured naman tayo. Kasi alam niyo po, maraming mga VIPs na pupunta dito. Kaya importante po talaga na may mga pulis na mga naka-scattered. Diba? Para no matter what happens, diba? Yun. So, guys, yan. Alis na ako. Okay, alis na ako. At mag-i-start na kami. Balik ako mamaya, Balik ako mamaya. Again, nandito po tayo sa Zonta Bazaar at Festival Tent. Okay? So, ang advocacy nila is say no to violence against women. Okay? Say no to violence against women. Nakikita niyo yung malaking tarpaulin na yon, guys. Yun. Yun yung nakasulat doon. Okay? So, we are so thankful to be part of this event. I'm so happy. Okay guys, so I'll see you again later. Mag-live tayo ulit mamaya. Faisal, Guro, good morning. I love you too.
Okay, so sorry, medyo nag-extend tayo ng 30 minutes So ito kasing si Daisy, yung cousin ko, tinutulungan ko siya dun sa business niya. Kahit dati pa, nung hindi pa uso gaano yung social media, at natutulungan ko na siya dati. So may mga iba't ibang product siya, mostly wellness, mga ganun, mga pang babae, mga ganon. So tinutulungan ko siya sa mga ibang idea. So ngayon meron kaming pinag-uusapan, yan, kasama nga yung mga social media or digital marketing ideas. So yun, pinakita ko lang sa inyo para magka-idea kayo about nung products niya, tsaka about her also. Sige, maraming salamat. Ga-update na lang ulit ako sa website. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng nanood at sa manonood pa later.